party trudging through the snow, trying to follow the dragon as it quickly made its way away from us towards East Haven. The party split up into three teams. The first one with Ebram, polymorphed as a giant eagle, with Elda riding him. The second party consisted of Brother, polymorphed as a giant eagle, with Henri riding. And the third team was on foot, which consisted of Abel, Grin, and Kino. Uh, once at the outskirts of the city, Elda took a short rest, and Ibram snuck into the city and tried to pick off as many of the lone Durgar as possible. He found that the dragon did not stop at the city and rather continued on, um, getting much farther than uh, we could ever hope to travel. Uh, and he eventually fell back after picking off about 6 Durgar, um, while the rest of the party was able to rendezvous. Having lost the dragon, the party decided to circle back to Sunblight, where they could get um, a rough flight path and possibly stop the king and have a chance
Duke.
at remotely halting the or Duke, sorry, remotely halting the dragon instead of chasing it at a slower pace through the blizzard. Back inside Sunblight, the party found glowing infernal runes covering the walls, leading up and down the hallways. Dozens of slaughtered Durgar laid scattered throughout uh, the empty halls now, and we found the queen hiding invisible behind her throne. We agreed to escort the queen, and Abel made a promise
Duchess.
to keep her safe. Duchess, sorry. um, and yeah, I will change that in my notes. Uh,
Listen, you gotta refer to nobility as such, okay? You gotta be correct with that
yeah,
shit.
we found more runes, and we followed a previously unexplored branch of the pathway down, where two groups of warring Durgar were fighting. One side with raptor-like creatures controlled by purple glyphs printed onto their bodies. We killed both sides, despite one being allied with the queen, and continued forward. The session ended with the statues of Deep Dura we found had been disguised statues of Asmodeus, which lined the hallway, and the queen told us that the throne room was near.
All right. All right, guys. So, and we decided you were not going to take a rest, obviously. That is the consensus, right?
I believe that is
I
the consensus, yes.
yeah, pretty sure we're just going for it.
Yeah, because we don't feel comfortable leaving the fortress alone for 8 hours.
Right. Okay. All right. So immediately when we picked off, the other thing to note was that you had seen like as you had come out here and the guards had gotten decimated and you killed them going through here. There's trails of blood that lead over in this direction out to the left there. But other than that, the only other thing to note was the statues. Do you have the statue still of Asmodeus now? And he's like it's cut off here and they're on fire currently.
Should we knock a few over?
I think we learned from Elda last time that you probably shouldn't mess with any of this.
Yeah, you can. I'm good.
I am inclined to agree with perhaps avoiding that for now.
Man, now I really want to knock one over.
Dude,
If you truly desire to do so,
No, you
I
guys are
won't
right,
stop you.
but it sounds like such a fun idea.
I believed the same thing until I tried doing something similar.
Ibram, what's your passive perception again?
19.
Yeah. So Ibram also notices. You can explain this or not. These statues are actually painted to look like stone. There's something underneath them.
Good paint job there. And I'll just tell them that it's
What could it be then?
Let us just hope that they are
A
merely
lot of
statues
things.
then.
I can just tell you what they're not.
I can tell you what they're not too.
I'm sure that
Probably not cheese.
maybe I'm sure that maybe Abel has something to dissolve paint, a solvent. I
Well,
don't know.
That was not a good
Maybe
sign.
he took offense to that question.
Abel, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
You're
was
really quiet to me
talking.
for some reason. Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to talk and it wasn't coming through, so I'm not certain what
Gotcha.
that was about. I don't know that I necessarily have anything that dissolves paint. That seems like that would probably more brothers deal. Um, I could maybe have something rub it off though.
Gross.
Should we worry about this on the way out?
yeah. Let's we have more pressing matters forward.
I am
Yeah.
concerned that the blood writing is, empowering some ritual that we don't want to be finalized. So,
A- And we saw all of the blood going in a certain direction.
Well, so there's those markings and the blood rituals all over the walls here. However, there's smears of blood that are over here in this direction, pointing to the right and all in this area. Seems that there was like either a battle or something going on. Although you do hear distant sounds of fighting, nothing is discrete enough or distinct enough, at least, that you can figure it out. Like it's not like there's battle in this room. Now, the options that you have is you could, of course, go forward to the quarter that you're in right now once the stream catches up, or you could also, follow the trails of blood. What I can do as well, by the way, guys, to make this a little more live for you, I was thinking about this. I can just stream this on Discord as well. Let's actually do that and see if it's any better.
That worked out last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that worked out really well.
let's see though.
I mean, as far as following the trails, though, I think we're trying to get to the throne room primarily.
Yeah, throne room first,
Yeah.
especially since we have the queen helping us.
Yes.
Cough, cough, Duchess, cough, cough.
Yes, thank you.
There you go. So we'll see if that works. But you might be able to just watch Discord now, and it should be much more live.
Oh, that's way better for me.
So
I have both screens up, and there's probably a 5 to 7 second delay on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Grin's gonna power forward.
All right. All right, Grin. All right. So Grin starts walking in the direction of the blood here.
I just want to double check with the Duchess that the blood is also heading towards the throne room.
She says it does seem that way. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Uh, so So the one thing that the one thing that she's not aware of when you guys get to this area here, there's a bunch of blood in this area and going through things, but it looks like this is a dead end, and she doesn't remember this being a dead end before. There is a way to like walk back here and go through back to where you came, but there doesn't seem to be an entrance now within the throne room. She hasn't been up in this level, as she explains to you that she hasn't been here in a little bit, but this looks like it's been reconfigured. But the
Uh,
blood goes all the way over in this section. Yep.
I'm just gonna check through Butterball's eyes and make sure there's nothing hidden. I'm
Okay.
going to check. I'm not gonna have Butterball look and tell me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any kind of like illusions over here. It looks like this is that's just pure masonry stonework.
Hmm.
Yeah. However, there is blood all over in this direction. There's lots and lots of blood, and it looks like there's like severed arms and severed like bits of other Drugar that are also in this area.
Nice.
Yeah. But it does also circle back into the throne room here. or the sorry, not the throne room, but the room with the altar in it. Now there is another direction over in this direction as well that you guys can travel into.
Let's try that direction then.
All right. All right. So the only thing that you notice, Grin, as you're in this area here, is there is a statue of what looks like it looks like a basically a female gnome on each side. It's not exactly like the stream. Um, uh, the difference though is that she is instead of like standing up, she's squatting and holding the head of an illithid. She's holding Mind Flayer head, and it's the same thing on both sides of this.
Two.
Is this something I'm familiar with?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, the only thing that you would know of at this point for talking to the group and hearing Abel talk about them, whatever, is it does appear to be a mind flayer because it's got tentacles and it's a severed head, but no, not necessarily.
I make a mental note of that.
Okay. You guys want to double back and see what's in this area here?
Yeah,
All right. Who wants to go first?
Grin will go first.
All right, Grin. All right. So this is what you see when you travel in this direction. So there is a room here. It looks like there's been some battle. You can see that there are more statues, the same kind of statues, but these are of Deep Drura. However, some of that stuff has actually rubbed off, and whatever paint or whatever they were using to make this look like stone, some of it's been scratched apart and rubbed off, and there is a shiny, almost metallic crystalline, um, like uh, basically it looks like Chardolin.
Mhm.
Looks like the statues are made out of Chardolin.
I want to describe that gnome statue to the others as I'm moving into this room, just in
Yeah.
case any of them know what.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misspoke. It's not a gnome. It's Deep Drura, which is the
Oh,
Drugar goddess. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's Deep Drura. She's just kneeling down. She's not standing up. She's kneeling down. She has a shield and a sword in her hand, and she's got a mind flare, essentially. And there's two of them on each side.
I describe it anyway.
Yep.
And I move into this room.
Okay. All right, so this room is empty right now. There's a stairway that goes up. There are some random like body parts. They're still gristled with blood and sinew. Um, there's some hastily written notes on this side. And then there's more of these statues that have turned to Asmodeus that are actually lit up.
Is everyone follow me? It's like he's gonna
Yeah,
look back and
we're all
yeah.
following. I'll go
Okay.
take
Yeah.
a look at the notes.
Okay, all right.
Do I feel like Asmodeus would be important to rituals that presumably the Chain Devil is casting with blood?
I mean, certainly could be because Asmodeus is one of the leaders in he's basically a demonic leader within the Nine Hells, so it certainly could be. You just don't
Mhm.
know for sure, of course.
Would it be
So,
difficult to topple the statues?
well, the ones particularly in here, yes, they're actually somewhat bolted to the walls here. However, it wouldn't be necessarily difficult to topple the ones back in the hallway here. You could
Mhm.
probably just push this one over, for instance.
I also think it would be quite noisy, and maybe we don't want to give ourselves up just quite yet.
All right.
So, brother, as you go through and look, uh, all of these look to be written in what languages do you know?
Double check.
I'm peeking over his shoulder as he's looking at him.
It's
Well,
Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, and Common.
That's what I thought. Okay, they're all written in Infernal.
Oh,
Kino.
I have that.
Yep.
Do you mind, brother?
Please.
All right.
Yep. All right. So
Chain
it looks
Devil
like
Diary.
these are notes written by a Drugard priest. That must be some kind of advisor to the king. Um, and they actually do talk about Asmodeus. So as you're reading briefly, um, it looks like he was also in the middle of doing some kind of ritual. But as you're scanning, it doesn't appear like it has anything to do with like the walls or symbols on walls or anything else. This looks like a much more complex ritual that had something to do with appealing to the king's greed. But you're gonna have to spend some time if you really want to read this. But that's all you've gotten so far.
When was that?
None of them are dated.
Okay.
So none of them are dated. However, if you do decide to read through all of his journals in the entire paper, it looks like this was his inner sanctum. He's also got a bookshelf back here with some stuff in it, and then he's got what looks like a makeshift office with some more statues on top here too. You'll just have to spend some time to go through it. It is going to take a little bit of time though. There's lots of notes to read through.
We could always, grab what we can, stuff some books in the bag, because this is quite interesting stuff, quite damning stuff if we ever bring it out to the light. Also, uh, does Butterball see anything in this chamber?
No, nothing's hidden nor an illusion in this chamber so far. Like
Is
there's
it
no like illusionary walls or anything.
is it worth it to take a little time to detect magic?
That's
Guard
probably.
peek.
All right.
If we're
I'll
gonna take,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we doing that as a ritual or just like casting it, casting it? Because if we're doing it as a ritual, we might as well look through some of those notes.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I will cast the ritual. You guys can look through the notes and
Okay. Yeah. All right. So if you want to get ahead, you do take the 15 minutes to detect magic. Sure enough, in this area here, there are a couple scrolls. There's actually six of them that are all lighting up that are magical. Some of them could even be ritual scrolls. It is going to obviously take you time. You'd have to identify each one and go through it. It's going to take some time. These are also complex. You can tell that these are complex magic, and you actually think Abel, without even doing an Arcana check, when you start looking at them, because they're also written in Infernal, it
Mhm.
looks like they have something to do with like maybe hellish rituals. You're not sure. Something that's your guess. So,
oh, yeah,
but they are
these are.
ritual scrolls. There's six of them.
I'm like these look like they're really nasty, and I'm just gonna put them in the bag.
Ooh,
Okay.
Henry spell scrolls.
Ooh, spell scrolls? Where?
Yeah,
They could
Abel's
be.
got them.
They might be
Uh,
ritual scrolls. He's not sure, but
they
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 could be
seem
spell scrolls as
really
well.
really evil.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can look at them later, but
Yeah.
okay. If they're really
Uh,
evil, though, then probably it might not be good for me to use them.
Yeah,
Mm,
probably
maybe,
not.
all right.
maybe.
We'll see. We'll
Now
see what they
there's now is everyone in the room or did people
are.
stay back?
I'm going through some of the infernal notes.
Okay. All
I
right.
would have come into the room like I actually probably just would have followed Grinnin, but I definitely would have been in there after Kino called out about the spell scrolls.
I would
Okay.
have been there too.
All right. Cool. All right. Cool. That's cool. Everybody, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Hey.
Whoops.
Shit.
Woohoo.
Once
I'm
once if you fail the save, somebody can then make like anybody can also make an Arcana check because now you know you're under the influence of something.
Whoever
But
is
Right.
within
go ahead and tell me
oh
anybody who rolled less than a 13.
whoever is within 10 feet of me, which I'm assuming is maybe Abel and maybe Grin, uh, you get a +2.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah. So
14.
actually, I think so. Brother was up there with you because you were up looking at the scrolls. Brother was
Oh yeah.
there, and Abel was there. So you, Abel, and brother get that.
A 14.
Yeah, you save.
Only
Any
brother fails.
Yeah, I got
okay.
a 7.
20.
With your +2. Okay. So brother, so you guys notice the brother has started to basically so brother, you literally like hop the table and you're like admiring these statues. You can't keep your like you literally can't stop looking at them. For now. But he brother's like babbling and talking about the craftsmanship. Come take a look at this. Um, but clearly, brother, you're under the influence of the Charlotte thing, these statues, and there's enough of them, and there's concentrated whatever going on here That's why Brother's affected by this. Everyone else is actually interested in the statues as well, but they can compel themselves to not start staring and looking at them.
I don't think Bahamut would appreciate statues made out of that.
Come on, brother. Let's get you out of here.
Everyone also starts to realize that the longer we stay in here, the more we could be affected by whatever's going on with these statues. So
Do we recognize what's going on with brother as something
yeah, just
like?
make an Arcana. All the wizards or whoever's trained in Arcana can make an Arcana check to try to figure this out. Sure.
Also, since we were looking through those journals during that casting of detect magic, did we ever find anything about?
Yes. Yeah. So exactly. So once you guys start to realize that brother's going on, who was reading them? Kino and Abel.
Yes.
All right. So what
And I
you
had
guys
a 27 Arcana check, so.
So what you guys have discerned is that it looks like the advisor to Zardak is actually the machination behind all of this. It looks like he's not who he says he is, because he's constantly talking about his thing called a Zerner, which is this priest-like hat. It's like a very tall hat that he has, and he's constantly worried that someone will touch it or whatever. And he is a little paler than the other Drugar. Uh, he's clearly not who and what he says he is. And his entire motivations are to get Asmodeus a portal directly into Sunblight. It looks like he's been pulling the strings with Zardak.
Knowing that, I just like take a look at the Duchess.
Do we get a name on the
Do I get
advisor?
any
No, he doesn't.
parallels?
He doesn't put his name on anything, or, a matter of fact, he's purposely vague through all of it. However, if someone had known Infernal or come through here, they would obviously know that this must. You're guessing that, given the sanctum, given the fact that it's got a lot of it's got these statues in it that are highly religious, and the fact that there's a lot of magic here, it's definitely this is his inner sanctum portion. But, yeah. But he doesn't mention his name in his journals. But he does talk about being the advisor to Zardoc, the king. And he's clearly lying to him. And clearly he doesn't seem like he is what he says he is.
And there's the bones of a person nearby.
That's right. There's all
Do
brother literally just walked over them
do
to
they?
to the statues. But yeah, it's pretty mutilated. You're not exactly sure if this was part of a ritual or if he had just murdered someone or if these have been here for a little bit. They do look like fresh kill, but they are so mutilated. Matter of fact, I'll give you an example. So the head has been decapitated and the skin has been peeled back, even though there's still muscle on the skull. It looked like whoever he killed died terribly.
What kind of bones are they? Do they'd be of a Durgar or somebody who's
It,
more
yeah,
stout and
go ahead and do a nature check, just to see if you can figure it out. It's pretty easy, but
15.
okay. Yeah, it does look like at first you think it could be the skull's a little smaller than you expect for a Drugar, but then when you look at the rib cage and you look at some other things, it does look like this does fit Drugar.
Um, excuse me, Duchess.
It could have been a Drugar female, maybe not a male.
Oh, all right. Never mind. Then I wouldn't have said that if I got the gender. All right.
I would like to roll a insight check on the Duchess.
Sure.
Just see how she's reacting to us going through here and maybe discussing that.
She doesn't actually. So she doesn't. So. By the way, have you discussed this openly? If you've discussed it openly, then she will react to the fact that she does know that Zardak has an advisor, um, but it's up to you on what you guys are saying at this point.
Abel doesn't speak to read stuff to himself a lot. He's kind of an open book as far as when he's reading through and putting stuff together in his head.
Okay. Yeah. So when she hears that, she's like, maybe this is why he's so insane. This makes sense. Maybe it was this weird priest all along. Like because she tells you that she doesn't understand why he's been so incredibly obsessed with ruining them.
So that was a crit 20 for a 22 insight, if it matters at all.
It does look like she's legitimately surprised, and she is also legitimately not aware of the fact that her husband was being betrayed or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like she's kind of like caught in the middle of this too.
Okay.
You do hear some shouting and what sounds like maybe some fighting over in this direction here to the left, but it's muffled. It's like it's behind rock or behind stone or something. But
Grin's
Is,
gonna Grin's gonna try and physically pull brother away from the statues.
And I'm
you,
going to ask the name from the queen of the advisor.
yeah, brother will fight you, but eventually you can get him away. Yeah, you can get him away from it. He doesn't want to leave though. He wants to just stay there and admire them. But
I think I heard action. Maybe this is the time to you know mask our approach.
yep.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Is that the
Well,
right?
so here's the
Is that the
thing.
right way? I
Brother
asked the
will
Duchess.
brother will not be quiet. He's not going to be quiet. Brother is going to actually fight you the whole way. However, brother, it gets easier and easier as you get farther away from this room, and you are allowed to tell the group that. So,
Yeah, and I would.
yeah, yeah. So as soon as it seems like it's just something about this room. As soon as you guys pass the threshold here, it'll get a lot easier for brother. So,
Yeah, let's get out of this room.
okay, all right. All right, so you guys go through and you fight brother, and sure enough, brother, your head clears at around here.
Yes, brother, I know that uh, devils are incredibly interesting, and I'll be happy to tell you more about them at a later date.
And the stonework is really fantastic when you take a second look at it. I should go
Oh,
get
yeah.
another look real quick.
Oh, actually,
Charlin's fascinating. Would you like to take some of the look at what I have in the bag a little later? And I kind of flashed it a little in the bag at him.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely interested at this point in Chardolin, but this is something you can also resist, brother. You're not actually compelled at this point,
did the
but
queen know the
yes.
name of the advisor?
She actually didn't because her husband was very secretive about this advisor. She did say that it's their priest. This is the advisor that helped him build a direct communication line to Deep Jura. This is the priest that also believed that he was like an avatar, second coming, or great paladin of Deep Jura. So he was definitely integral in this, but her husband was highly, highly, highly secretive of this, and he had also facilitated that. So she doesn't even know his name.
I'm just gonna pull out my little notebook and add the name of this priest to the list.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
So yeah, soldiering forward.
All right.
Yeah,
Quiet.
keep on
All right.
talking.
Yeah, so it does look like in this area here there are what looks like some coffins. The noise is definitely getting more and more like substantial, and then sure enough, you're looking through Butterball's eyes, right, Henri?
Yes.
Yep. It does look like there is some kind of like illusionary like magical wall on this side here.
Okay, I'll tell the group.
Yep. Now, the other thing that's interesting is there is some kind of illusion on this side. There's also a gate over in this direction here. Uh, and that gate leads to another room, but it looks like it's locked solid.
Which
Um,
way do you think, you guys?
Illusion.
Yep.
yeah.
So as you go through and sure enough, as you get to this area here, there does seem to be like this wall, this area here is a complete illusion. You can actually put your hand right through it. You can't see through it. Even when you hit your hand on it, it's not something that is like it doesn't dispel once you go through it. It does become a little bit wavy, but you'd have to walk through it blind.
Grin walks through.
Oh boy.
All right, Grin. Make a
He's
dexterity
just
saving throw. That's
yeah,
cool.
he's just really impatient.
Yeah, yeah,
With advantage, because of danger sense.
yep.
Barbarians are cool.
19.
All right. So Grin, you start to fall and literally catch yourself. Grin is literally in a 5x5 pit right now. You look down, there is hundreds of dead bodies that are like stinking or whatever. You couldn't smell anything, by the way, before you fell. But it looks like it's incredibly deep, but there's so many bodies that it's been stacked up, and it's a 5x5 square that you walk through.
Real quick,
That
I
it's
wouldn't have
yeah.
seen the pit.
No, in this case, even though you can see that it's an illusion and go through it, it is a solid illusion. It's nothing that like Butterball's ever experienced before, and that's why Grin couldn't see it when he walked through it either. You just can't see through it. But Butterball did know that it was sure enough it was an illusion. It's
Sorry,
just
I thought True Sight worked that like I could see through the illusion. Sorry.
it should. That's exactly right.
It
You
should.
are using you are using True Sight to look at this. That is correct.
Well, we found
Shit's
Ibram's
whack.
bedroom.
Is there?
Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
weird about this. Henri, the only thing that I would have said, if you want to retcon this a little bit, is you would have mentioned that you know it's an illusion, but Butterball can't see through it. And since you've already used True Sight enough in the dungeon, I'll give you that. You would know that that's really bizarre. Like it
Come on
doesn't
in.
make sense to you at all.
Welcome to my home, guys. Come on in. The water's fine.
Is
How
there a path?
strange.
Is there a path beyond
Yeah.
the pit, or is it just like a trap, like a pit?
No, it looks like this was an area that somebody was dumping bodies. So.
Oh,
Dumping
there-
Huh.
lots and lots and lots and lots of bodies. Doesn't look like it's necessarily a trap. It looks like this was a hidden thing that, however, it must not be an illusion. It can't
Check out
be.
where I
Like
put
if
those.
Henri can't see through it, it can't necessarily be an illusion, but it clearly was an illusionary wall. But there's something else going on here.
So Grin's gonna come back out through the wall, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna say, "It's not that way. Let's try the other way."
What's
But
in
there
there?
are
Did you
the,
find my body hole?
so there wasn't just Drugar. There were humans in there and other species, but of course you didn't stay in there long enough to figure it out, and you didn't climb down to look at it. But you could tell it was no more than Drugar.
It's like some kind of mass grave. Um, so it leads nowhere. Is the point?
And they had
Yeah.
smell blocking technology magic.
Chris could use that.
They had Glade plugins.
Well, yeah. So
Had to,
basically,
Amanda.
you can say that, Gren, that you had to stop yourself from literally throwing up because the stench is horrible. But you can't smell it once you walk past her. Yeah, true. So Henri, if you want to inspect it a little bit, the only thing that you can discern, and go ahead and make an Arcana check as well, if you want to, is that there's more going on to this, but your true sight at least allowed you to detect the fact that there was some kind of illusion at work. It just didn't let you see through it.
Hmm.
How deep was the pit?
Grid's not sure, but the bodies were piling up, and it's a 5x5 square. If you had to guess, Grin, if you had to guess, it was massively deep. But there were so many bodies that you think that maybe you could only fall 60 feet to hit them. But it looked like it was just body on top of bodies on top of bodies, so you're just not sure.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Stalingrad all over again.
all right.
Total
So
of 26, but nat 20.
that's fine. So Henri, you're starting to put this together. It looks like this is true infernal blood magic, which completely and utterly bypasses the weave. It's on a completely different it's on a completely different like basically sector of magic. It's by pain and blood and other things, and the way that this works is that the the play it's not an illusion. The pit itself is within Avernus, and what's happening is that you are actually seeing an actual wall that's been placed somewhere else to go through, and it's like you're starting to figure this out. So that's why you're able to pass through it. It's actually because this is you're basically in two places at once. If the person who created this was here at the moment, he could have actually chosen to seal Grin in by shunting Grin into a verse in the wall back to where it was. So that's what you're starting to figure out. By the way, you're also quite proud of yourself because this was a very complex thing to basically figure out through just we're looking at the weave through magic, but that's what's going on.
Do I think that this has to do with more the Dwergar or the Chain Devil?
It's a good question. It's you don't know exactly. I mean, the fact that Asmodeus is involved here, maybe it's him, but uh, you you're not exactly sure. And Grin told you that there's more than just Drugar in there, so it's hard
I,
to say.
I I'd like to study it with the detect magic if it's still up a little, just to kind of understand pro the profile and aura of
Oh,
it
the
if I
type.
see it again. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, the detect magic is up. You can take a look at it. So the detect magic tells you that it's abjuration, transmutation. Um, hold on one second. Let me make sure I'm not getting this wrong too.
Green, can you hold my hand for a second? I just want to take a peek through and see what else is in that pit. Please don't
Aww.
push. Please don't push me. This is your
Um,
redemption chance.
I don't think you want to do that, but I'll help you.
Uh, I'll
Yeah.
be honest. I've seen worse.
So it's abjuration, enchantment, transmutation, and necromancy. Those are the four components that the spell is made out of. However, the magic itself, the core part of that, is foreign. So with detect
Mm,
magic, you haven't learned that yet. So
mhm. Well, I want to
yeah,
at least understand, what the waves or whatever
yeah,
of
yep,
other looks like anyway.
yep,
You know.
yeah, exactly. And you start to build that. A matter of fact, if you do detect magic on more of this, you'll start to be
Mm.
able to piece it together. So, but yeah, this I didn't expect us to figure this out, but this gets very complicated quickly. So,
Would it
I
be
mean, if
helpful for Kino to grab a piece of something from
well,
there?
so Kino, it's 60 feet down to where the bodies start to go, and there's women, there's children, there's humans, there's Drugar. Uh, you start looking, and it's the smell is awful. As a matter of fact, every 5 minutes you're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. It's that bad. You will literally throw up. The horrific way that everyone's died is also pretty damning. Like just on like it's just hard for you in general. But you can your character can specifically power through this. However, uh, when you start to look and go through things, the bodies on top are women, children, and Drugar. You can only see one woman without sifting through it, one child, and then there is a Drugar that looks like it's in like armor. So that Drugar looks like it was probably here as well. So
okay, and so
you
Durgar.
can't tell if they're from Icewind Dale. As a matter of fact, your guess is they're not. They are not wearing like heavy overcoats and like they're actually wearing a little nicer clothing than you would expect or was seen so far in Icewind Dale.
All right,
And it's
and
not winter
okay.
clothing.
While they're peeking in there, I think I'd carefully edge over to the portal and peek through in there, but I'd hold my breath before doing so.
Yeah, the same thing. Yep. So as you go through and look too, go ahead and make a perception check, both of you.
13.
Yep.
Chris,
What
you
do you
said it
do?
was a con check or con save?
Con save.
25 perception with a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Abel, the one thing that you noticed is that in really fine, like in the grout of where you're looking at within this
Mhm.
pit, are these tiny scrollings, and they are written in Infernal. There
Mhm.
is they're actually bound. Like the binding here is it's super tiny. It's not glowing. You just could barely glint it, but you actually find it. And if you studied this long enough in here, you could actually figure out where in Inferno, what you think you could figure out at least where in Avernus this would be in,
Oh,
and like a location because it's actually bound to this area. But it would take a while,
right.
and
If
you're
it
like,
matters,
yeah.
if it matters, is detect magic is up. I don't, I just say that only because.
Yeah, no, in this case that in this case they don't actually like light up, which is
Okay.
very weird. These are just like basically like infernal Avernus runes, like hell runes essentially, but they don't seem like they're overtly magic.
I'm
They
gonna
must be
try to
there for
take
something else. Yeah.
try to take a rubbing of it
All right. So
of a
if you do
random
that, you are
part
gonna have
near
to take
me.
like that's fine. You'll have to take the 5 minutes. And so you got a third. You said you got a 13 for your con save, you know?
That was a 13 for the perception check and a 7 on the con save.
All right, so Kino goes back and she throws up and whatever. You're gonna have to do the same thing, Abel, to see if you can actually.
I'm holding
stay
my
in here.
breath.
How long can you hold your breath for? That's right.
An,
You can hold
an
it for a
hour.
while. Okay, so you're fine. Yep. Yeah, so you can do that. It takes like 5 minutes, and you can do the rubbing. While they're doing this, guys, do you guys want to do anything else? Do you want to look at the gate?
I will look at the gate.
I will make
Yeah.
sure to throw up on the other side of the portal, and then I'll.
No, yeah, exactly. You do. Yeah, yeah. You're able
We
to
have
get back there.
power over her now. No.
Yeah. um. Uh. So, Gren, you look at this, and it's a very fortified, steady. There's no lock, obvious lock. It looks like it's like almost like a fortification with wood and a bunch of bulwarks made of steel. You might have to destroy this thing, you think to yourself.
I think that about most things.
How high up does it go?
Looks like it goes almost 9-10 feet.
Can I climb it and go over it?
You could try, yeah. Yeah.
I try. I try to climb it, but if I can
Alright.
if I can climb it and get to the top, I don't go over yet.
Yep. And as you start to climb it and go through it, Henri, Butterball tells you something weird is up here. She doesn't exactly know what it is, but there's
I
something
would
weird.
say Grin, don't go towards the top. Butterball sees something up there.
I stop.
What does the top look like?
Literally, there's just open air here. It's like a 10-foot tall like gate, and there's just open air on this side here.
And it's just all darkness.
Yeah.
I'm going to look through Butterball's eyes and see like what she sees.
Okay. All right. Butterball can tell that there is when you start looking at it, you see what look like these really really tiny like black rain droplets that are going really really fast up and down this area here. That's what she was seeing. She just doesn't understand what it is. It looks like really tiny black rain droplets going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down throughout the whole thing. So
Do I basically understand it? Like, do I think it might be a trap to stop people from climbing over specifically?
yeah, you that's what you're guessing. It's probably set up to hurt some people or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would tell Grin, I'd say it seems like they have some kind of invisible magical trap to block people from climbing over. It was a good try, though.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah, I
think
mean,
can destroy this gate?
if somebody wants to, you guys can make perception checks on the gate as well.
Sure.
May as well, I guess. Alright, a 14 isn't bad.
23.
All right. All right. So Kino notices that there is a hidden mechanism of these bulwarks that you can open up, and it looks like that's how you open it. You don't have the key, but maybe somebody that's really good at this could try to open it with lockpicking tools.
If you guys tap me on the shoulder when I'm done with my rubbing, I'll help.
Gross.
Yep. Okay.
Just let him finish.
All right. Yeah, you do. You do finish Abel by this point. You're able to get it. You're able to get a rubbing of this.
Ugh.
Yeah, Abel, if you want to come over and try, you can. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've met in person, face to face now. You can't make those jokes anymore.
Yeah.
Not on
Do
my
we have
end.
does our party have an
Us
HR
meeting in
department?
person is the reason why we can make these jokes now.
You got to look him in the eye
It's
now.
been a long time
Yeah.
coming now. Let's look. Like the chat's been. This is the direction the chat's been going in.
I have to look him in the eyes after his rubbing. Gross.
Oh, during it.
Yeah, you just walk into the room, see it, and just he locks eyes.
Yeah.
What skill am I using with the tools?
It's sleight of hand. Yeah. Use
I
sleight
will
of hand for
assist.
this.
I will assist since I also have these tools.
Yep. Perfect.
Couple levels in rogue.
I will help you.
You want to help me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I will get to work then.
You are probably better at it if it's off a sleight of hand.
If you
and I
fail
might
the sleight of hand, if you guys fail the sleight of hand as a backup, I will let you use an intelligence check, Abel. But it's higher, but you can try it. You're just gonna
uh,
take a little more time and be careful and really try to figure out the 3D mechanisms with your mind. Essentially, as a
yep.
mind puzzle, you can do that too.
I rolled a 19,
Okay.
I'll give him a flash of genius on that too. So 5 more.
so
Okay.
24.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. So you're able to take this off. So Ibram figures it out, and it is open now. As you go through and you start looking in this area here to the left, it looks like there's like a dead end with some rock and some more room. And then, sure enough, it looks like there is a large door on this side, presumably to a throne room. And you can hear that there's like conversation going on, like behind this.
Charge ahead.
Oh
All
dear
right,
God.
Charge.
all right. You guys want to charge through and like slam through the door?
Grin wants to.
I'm gonna stay a little bit back.
So,
I'm
Grin, you go
gonna.
through and open the doors.
I'm gonna gently step in front of Grid and just give him the hand signal to be quiet, and I'm gonna try to listen through the door real quick.
Okay. It sounds like there's an older Drugar that is screaming orders at a bunch of other Drugar. However, do you speak Undercommon?
I do not.
Yeah, so there's just a bunch of Undercommon babbling going
I've
back
got
and
a
forth.
passive
I
perception of 19, and I speak Undercommon.
Yeah, you can hear this too. And what he's doing is he's basically giving them orders to fortify. He's basically to fortify the throne room. He's asking if anyone's seen if the dragon's back yet. He starts yelling to go find he starts singing. He's like, "Give me the priest. Where's the priest? I don't understand how he's gone now. Like, where is the priest?" But he sounds like a lunatic. He's raving right now.
And I'm listening for the number of voices more than what they're saying.
It's so yeah. What was your perception check?
I didn't have me rolling, but I will roll now.
Yep, go for it. Even you pick off that there's definitely more than five voices, but
I'm assuming I haven't
for your
heard
passive.
this particular
So
voice
16
before.
total.
No. This one does sound like you think to yourself that it's Zardoc. I should mention that. So it's definitely Zardoc that's raving right now. Um, uh, but the other ones you haven't heard the guards responding or anything. And what was that?
16 total.
16. You also know that there's at least more than five voices.
I'll
Oh,
tell
It's
them
really?
that.
possible that everyone's talking too.
I'll
What?
tell them that I recognize Zardok's voice.
Yeah.
I also have a plan if we need to get in, like if we want to enter without immediately causing a commotion. I have an idea.
I
A-
ha-
And I,
I like your idea.
and I tap the edge of my shield.
Mhm.
Maybe we can pose as backup. Really suss it out before doing anything.
We could.
I mean, I'm really more in favor of going in there and start chopping.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
Yeah.
the chopping, but I would like to go in and see a full scan of the room before we start hacking and slashing. Get them by surprise, and if we run in there, we have the disadvantage. Um,
Yeah.
and I have the symbol very clearly on my shield. So
Didn't your little friend peek in there?
I'm very much on team hack and slash, but I think Kino's right. There's a smart and efficient way to go about it.
like
I
believe
feel
me,
like I
I
feel
want
like what's
everyone.
busting down the door is pretty surprising.
You're
I
not
feel
wrong.
that we should
Can
likely
we?
follow Kino. Kino's original plan would have likely.
How is the
Um,
Duchess looking with our plan right now?
And
She's actually all the way in the back and kind of like not like she looks like she's worried.
Mhm.
She doesn't look like she's necessarily like following it uh too lightly because she looks like she's afraid.
I'll
and
motion her
Grin,
over.
by the way, guys, our deal is still on the table, right? Like I get to be the one to put the arrow in him.
Certainly. I just want everyone in there dead twice over. I'm gonna motion the queen over real quickly.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
she'll
are
come
you
over.
gonna be? How are you gonna be going in there? Are you gonna be okay? What's it going to be like when he sees you enter that room?
She said I would honestly much rather just stay out here, if possible, and not be involved in this. Because if things go bad, and I have like deniability on this, I can be helpful to you later. She said if you really need me to, I'll go in. But she does kind of explain to you that she's not great at fighting. But she could certainly maybe help. But if she dies, she won't be any good to you.
Stay with the defender and clear of us, but near the doorway.
Okay.
Grin would like to have an aside with Kino out of earshot of the Duchess.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, like, okay, so your plan is to go in there and making them think we're their backup?
Go in there, talk to the king. I got my shield out. Suss out the room, get a central position, and then rain hell.
Then why don't we go in there with the Duchess like we're
As
bringing her
prisoner.
to him?
That
Exactly. That's a good fucking idea.
Like throw her on the chopping block there.
Perfect.
two birds, one stone.
So that sounds like a good plan to me. Um, uh, we could bind her, pretend to bind her hands.
I think
Yeah, I can rig that
I
up.
think the time
And
for
the
pretending
defender
might,
can lead her.
I think the time for pretending. I don't think she's gonna go along with that. Is what I'm saying. So we might as well just do it. Also, she should probably not be able to talk.
Okay.
Are you guys
Yeah,
by yourselves, by the way?
yeah, we're having an aside. Yeah, let's do that. Um, I'll even, I'll knock her out if we need it.
That's probably not a bad idea either.
Okay. I'll pull Abel in, and I'll reiterate everything we just said to Abel out of earshot of the queen, and saying
Yep.
we're not killing the
Duchess.
queen, we're knocking her Duchess,
Duchess.
sorry, Duchess. Uh, we're not killing her, we're just knocking her unconscious and binding her and gagging her.
Yeah.
The Duchess.
Now,
I-
keep in mind, if you don't tell the rest of the party this, they're going to be like very surprised and act accordingly. So even though they can all hear you, of course, in the game, they're going to be like, "What the fuck's going on?" But
I think
You
they
know,
trust us.
judging what I said, let me tie her up,
Yeah, that's okay. I just want that's the plan.
and I'll go back. Um,
yep.
and just be very flatly telling her, we need to go in there with it seeming like you've been captured as like a hostage kind of thing, and be tied up. Um,
She
they
says,
want
"But you
they
don't
want.
understand. If you tie me up, if you tie me up and bring me in there, he's just going to execute me immediately."
Well, we'll get them before any of that happens. I promise. Um,
Yeah.
but they want to knock you out. I'm saying that tying you up and making it look like you're tied up will be a better situation. So, can I just have your hands?
All right, Abel, you already can tell the fear's overtaken her. You have 6 seconds. She's going to bolt.
Okay. Um,
Is
I
Grin
I'm
Grin
ready in action.
Grin will be
Yeah,
watching this, right?
Oh yeah, you're there too. You
Tyler,
guys are both there.
we readied an action last session just for this, if you remember.
Yeah.
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 I'm like make a move, please.
um I am going to um
Give,
I'm going to attempt to take her hands and tie them up. Um,
Okay. Yeah. How
and I'm
strong
going
are
to
you? How
tell the
strong are you again, Abel?
defender. I'm going to tell the defender to block her. Um,
Okay, that's
I
fine. Yeah, that'll work. Yep.
I'm not very strong. I think it's a 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, and how
10.
strong is your defender?
14.
All right. Okay. Have your defender just grapple her. Go ahead and make a strength grapple check. And you're surprising her too to some degree, so you do have advantage on that. So
Okay.
make a strength thing with your defender with advantage, and then we'll see what you guys get.
So what um
Chris, I have the gem out too.
Yeah. And what was your held action again? You guys are going to attack her, right, Abram?
Yes.
That's fine. What'd you roll?
23 total.
Oh yeah, so she can't. It's fine. So, the defender grapples her and takes her. Are you going to do anything to make her so she doesn't scream out?
I I'm gonna tie her hands. If she screams, then she screams.
Okay. Yeah, you are successfully able to tie her hands, and she starts basically getting like routing and planning, and basically saying that you guys have betrayed me. She's incredibly upset. She starts screaming at like Ibram's character as well, and Elda's character too. She's like, "What do you do? This is nuts! Like I can have you executed for this." She starts to get
If
really aggressive. Yep.
if
If you
you
want
don't
me to protect you, you need to be quiet.
I mean, we are
if you
fighting.
if you don't shut up, they're gonna hear you anyway. So you might as well go with us and have a chance of living through this.
Yeah, she realizes that you're right, and she re- begrudgingly agrees and accepts this.
It's maybe danger against probably danger. So
Mhm.
pretty open and shut.
Yeah.
And I pull out my shield and I'm holding it and I'm readying to walk through the door.
Do you
Yep.
want us to go back into our disguises? Me and the small one?
Which small one?
What do you mean?
No, it's just
Oh,
I'm
do you
joking. I know
mean?
what you mean.
Well, because we got
Yeah.
two now.
Yeah, Elda. Yeah.
I mean,
Just go into our disguises. I mean, they haven't seen me killing them. They've seen various forms I've been taking for the past couple of weeks doing it, so I really don't think it's
Yeah,
going to matter that much for me. But seeing a Durgar bring her in might be better than the random collection of races we are.
yeah. I mean,
fair enough.
a disguise just adds to the element of surprise, I guess. So it's probably not a bad idea.
All
We
right.
should
So
remember
so
though, this dude.
So
so explicitly, what's the plan then? Yep.
I've tied her to the defender, and
Yep.
if they want him to go in, then I'll instruct it to follow whoever.
I
Maybe have the two Duergar go in first with
Yep.
Kino and Grin behind them, uh, and the defender with the Duchess tied to it next to them.
Mhm.
So the first thing they see are the two Duergar and the Queen Duchess
Yep.
tied to the defender, and then
Yep.
Kino and Grin behind them, and then everyone else.
Mhm.
Perhaps it's
Okay.
worthwhile
If
keeping in
I
mind
can, go ahead.
that the king is a little bit insane. So even with this plan, we should hope that it goes well, but we should also be prepared for combat at a moment's notice.
Oh,
yes.
I always am.
The
My sword is
first time
pointed.
I
something goes sideways, yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
I doubt that this will go well, but I will
Well,
attempt it.
with that
If
in
anything,
mind,
we'll confuse them.
Yep.
I mean, I can turn into a Durgar again, but I'm gonna be tapped for the day if I do that.
I would also disguise myself, but I am out of spell slots.
Yeah, I have one left, which I was trying to save for Hunter's Mark, but I
This
can
is
Well,
do
probably
it if you
gonna.
want.
This is
well,
probably
the
gonna end up
disguise was
being a
good.
fight
Yeah.
one way or another. Might
So
as well
maybe
I'd
Oh,
not
say
wait.
waste the
save your
slot.
maybe
spells.
let Elda
Save
do
your
it.
spells.
Just let Elda do it
Yeah.
since she can do it at will.
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
All right. So
I'll
Elda,
go out in front.
you're gonna come in with the defender in front.
Yeah.
All right.
Just please have the melee people right behind you for assistance because
Yeah.
this is going to go
We
bad
will be
so quickly.
we'll be right
I'll
behind you.
instruct the defender to guard you.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be flanked on all sides.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's gonna open the door?
I suppose that
I'll do
I
it.
might as well. Oh, that works too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
I'll throw it open,
All right.
shield out.
So you guys open the door, and this is what you see. You see already enlarged Drugar here. There's one, two, three, four, five of them. You also see the king, very clearly the king here, who is also enlarged already. Um, and uh, and then you also see what looks like some strange mushroom-like creature, and two almost they look like things that, like you. It's really hard to see them from where they are. They look like maybe they're some kind of humanoid wolf things. Anyway, he was screaming lunatic rantings when you came in, and he basically he tasked the guards to basically tell him what's going on. They so Eldog, you go ahead and walk in with the queen. What do you want to say? Because they're basically screaming at you now.
Greetings. I have brought the betrayer Duchess in.
I'm standing right behind her as she's walking in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grin's
of
there.
course. Yeah, of course.
The rebellion should be subdued.
So you raise your voice and you tell them that you've brought in the his wife Patricia, and she you guys did not gag her mouth, correct?
No, I didn't.
Correct.
Yeah. No, she
Unfortunately.
starts screaming, and he immediately yells to you in Undercommon. You speak Undercommon, right, Elda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he yells at you in Undercommon, and he says, "Who are these people behind you? Attack them!"
Those who helped
We're
subdue
soldiers.
her.
Soldiers from Asmodeus. You'd be wise not to attack us.
I gesture at my horns.
I
All right.
gesture at my
He
shield.
he screams from the discharge. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
it was
what I
worth a
figured.
shot.
That's what
Yeah.
I figured.
By the way, as you say that, he looks furious and confused.
All right.
As if he has no idea why you would ever bring up Asmodeus here at all. So
Ooh, that's good.
it doesn't seem like he was necessarily worshiping Asmodeus. But go ahead and roll for initiative.
I've made 3 rolls today. 2 of them have been natural 20s.
Nice.
Oh yes, 18. Okay.
Oh, my mouse
Okay.
wants to act up. Sorry.
At no point we took a short rest, right?
At no point.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, furious and confused is better than just
You
the
misspelled
furious
initiative,
we
Abel.
normal.
You spelled it
Yeah,
with
I
an N.
saw. A 20.
Thankfully, I got.
All right, Grin, you
Alright.
wanted combat. You're getting combat.
Hell yeah.
Let's hope
We're
we
gonna
don't.
fucking die.
Let's hope we don't die. I know you guys are pretty tapped. We'll see what happens.
I didn't hear a bell.
I hope this goes well, indeed. Yeah.
All right. So I heard that you got an 18, Kina. What'd you end up getting, Ibram?
31.
Yeah. So you're going first. All right.
Ooh.
That's what I assumed.
Abel
He's
goes
fast.
second with a 20.
Okay. Cool. So Abel's going second with 20.
Grin. Sorry.
I'm just going first. Yep. And then it's Kino.
Yeah. Kino with an 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grin goes after with a 17.
All right. Grin is going after with a 17. Wow, you guys rolled well. Yep.
Slightly regretting not leveling up. Just slightly.
Henri goes
You're
next with a
regretting
12.
not leveling up. I think
12?
that always goes, doesn't
Okay.
it?
Yes, 12.
Chezo, I hope you're here.
Who
Let's see.
goes?
Chezo, we need your
Oh,
support.
good thing we didn't
Let's see what
level
these
up.
guys get. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh.
Wow, that's impressive.
Oh, good. We're not. I forgot that.
You
we
missed
hit
a few
the late-
people, by the way.
No, I know.
Uh,
I know.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I know. I was just getting these guys out of the way. Yep. Sorry. So we were back to Henri with you said 12,
Uh-huh.
and then who's next?
Elder with a 5.
And brother, right? What did brother get?
3.
So 5 and 3, you guys are behind the Dugar. Yeah. Okay. And then let's see what Sardak gets. Holy shit! Wow. All right.
Guys, I have to roll so many extra dice because of this situation.
Or poor you.
No,
Okay.
Roll them high.
no.
All right, so it's elder brother.
Oh, Elda and then brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Elder was
Yep.
5 and brother was 3.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I'm assuming I don't have the 3
Okay.
temporary hit points
So
anymore.
so let me explain. So
You're about to get them back.
this is a really large room, and the only room that has ornate kind of like tiling, mosaic tiling on the back. There are these columns and pillars here. Each of them is carved to look on each side like it is Deep Drora. There is a large uh, there's a large statue here of Deep Drora. Chained to the statue, which I could not rep, is there is literally a mind flare that is chained to the statue on all fours. It looks like its tentacles have been on its face have been cut off, and it looks like it's in like a great amount of distress. It also looks like a piece of its head might be missing, but that's also chained to his throne room. This is his throne here. This is obviously, you guys can tell he's wearing a crown. This is Zardock.
That's
By the
awesome.
way, let me show you this. When they're actually enlarged, I know people were like, how big is an actual Druid when they're large? Like, I want to show you an example. They are massive. Here, hold on. And this will give you a better understanding of what Zardock actually looks like too. So, hold on one second. All right. So this is what Zardock. This is how big he is. He's almost 11 feet. He's like 10, 11 feet tall, as you can see. Um, he is massive. All of them that are enlarged are this big, just as an FYI. So,
Mhm.
but that is Zardock. You guys can see it on the. Sorry, you won't be able to
Yeah.
see it in Discord, but you'll have to go to Twitch to see this. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
yeah, yeah. So, and this is what Zardock looks like himself. All of them that are enlarged are this big. So as it adds up.
Oh
So,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yep.
All right, I
Okay.
gotta start getting my stuff ready.
Get those arrows
All
ready.
right. Okay. All right.
You wanted to kill him.
You are first.
All right,
Your
so
character is here, by the way. Let me show you. So you were
got
right
so
here. Yeah.
all right.
Oh, also, there is an unnatural wall of fire. Very important on both sides of this entire room. It's
Mhm.
literally just a wall of roaring fire on both sides.
And we can't see past it, correct?
No, you cannot see past it. It's
Remember, we were
yeah.
specifically warned to not get thrown into the fire. Like, that is the thing
Yeah,
to
we
worry
will
about.
not.
Chris,
Um,
if it's still up, do any obvious magical effects?
The fire is magic. This creature back here is glowing.
Mhm.
The statue is glowing. The throne is glowing. These pillars are all glowing.
Probably items on the king and what have you.
You can't. So he's obscured. It does look like he could have magic
Oh,
items,
he's
but
too
he's
far
he's
away anyway. It's 60
yeah,
feet,
yeah.
so yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he would be obscured by the other guys anyway. Doesn't look like the other guys that none of them are actually within 60 feet of you actually,
Okay.
but I will give you this. None of them here have magic items on them. So
um, I'm attacking the nearest ad.
yeah, of course. Yeah, this guy here then. That's fine.
Yeah. So my attack rolls are 16, 26, 26.
Okay. Both of the 26 hits.
Okay, so that's gonna be. No, I'm sorry. Because those were fucking sharpshooters. So it would have been 11, 21, 21.
Yep. So the 21's hit. Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna be. I gotta do math for all this shit. Actually, I don't. I can just do it in my head. That's gonna be 36 piercing damage plus fuck, I forgot to do a hunter's mark before I shot, so that's my fault.
Yep.
So plus my dread ambusher, so I got to roll a d8 because d8 extra damage on the last hit. So and then sneak attack.
That's all right. You actually killed him after with the 36. You guys see that he sticks an arrow right in his eye, goes right through his head, instantly kills this Drugar.
Okay,
Topples down to
and
the ground. Yep.
I'm going to hunter's mark the next nearest.
Yep. This guy
Uh,
here. Yep.
yep, and then I am dipping behind a pillar.
Okay. Well.
Well, I can't reach it. Never
You
mind.
can't
Never mind. I
reach it.
can't reach it.
Yeah. You
Can I
can't
get?
reach it.
Can I
Yeah.
get any cover anywhere?
If you want to leave the room, you can.
Nope. Don't
But
want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So to be able to hide, if you are specifically taking the hide action, remember you cannot see them, and they would not be able. Like you have to be fully obscured to hide.
I'll get behind the
Yep.
defender then.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it won't. You can try to
Um,
do a stealth thing, but you won't be hidden
no,
by the
I'm not
behind the
stealthing.
defender.
I
Yeah.
just want to have cover.
Gotcha.
Increase my CL tad. And that will be my turn.
Yep.
Shit, if I had hunters marked, that would have been 3d6 or 2d6 extra damage,
Mm.
which I guess wouldn't matter at all.
Yep. All right, Abel, it's your turn.
All right, Abel's gonna run forward 60 feet.
All right. All right, Abel. Where did I put you? Holy crap! Hold on. You are in the room, so you're here. So you're gonna run forward 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yep. You're
Maybe
charging
try
forward.
to get me behind the pillars, I guess.
Well, if you do that, then you'll have to take a couple steps back, but you can totally be here.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that
I'm not
works.
gonna get there right now anyway. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you charge
Um,
forward. Yep.
and that's it. I just draw my sword right now.
Cool. All right. All right, Kino.
All right, I move 30 feet up
That's
into
60
the
feet.
room.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because you were all the way back here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong, actually. Sorry. You are correct. You can actually get there. Good,
Okay.
good call. Yep, good call. All right. All right, Kino. What do you want to do?
I move 30 feet up towards Abel, and I cast Chill Touch. I'm going to miss with a 7.
Towards Abel. So do you want to take a, so you can do this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Um, actually, I cheated that a
Uh,
little bit. You're actually here, but go ahead. Yep.
yeah, and then I miss with a 7. That's going to be my turn.
Okay. All right, Grin. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up 40 feet, right up the center of the room, and I'm gonna throw a javelin at the nearest Durgar if it's within. Is it within?
5,
How
40.
far away is it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Oh,
40,
that's too far.
45,
Okay.
50. Yep.
Then I'm going to, instead of the javelin, I'm gonna dash another 40 feet
Okay.
and
5,
use my
10,
bonus action
15,
to rage.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
not rage. I'm gonna use my bonus action to light up my glaive to
Cool.
turn on the glaive light.
Okay. Yep. Cool deal. Um, do I have to make a saving throw on that now?
No,
Is
no,
that
it's
how it
just a,
works?
it's no. That's if they hit me. This is
Oh,
just
that's right. Yep.
it's
Right.
shedding
Light.
bright
Yep.
light.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So she's actually going to, she's going to try to struggle through. I don't think she's going to be able to break this. I'm just going to use your previous roll. No. She's just out of luck by your defender. Um, all right. So Zardok's going to move forward. Um, and then let's see. Let's see what his range is.
Abel, I still have the repulsion shield, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's more than enough. Okay. So let me just make sure. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. He's gonna, so you guys see that he has basically this giant streaming reddish whitish light comes out of his hand.
Mhm.
Elda, you know immediately that this is actually Eldritch Blast. Um uh which you are shocked and surprised to see. Um let's see.
Careful of his rod.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Gross.
Johnny?
All right, so he he hits. Let's see. Well, sorry, I'm not sure that he hits. Hold on one second. Now
I
he
hear it.
misses you with the first ray, goes right past Grin, slamming into this column here, and then let's see if the second one.
The cabins
And
in
yeah,
for
so he slams this ray into you, Grin. He crit for 14 points of damage.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah. and he screams, "Get away from here! This is sacred, sacred ground!" And as he does that, the other Drugar look like they're like falling into place, and the wall of fire starts to literally roar, like in like it looks like it blazes itself.
Mhm.
Honore, it's your turn.
um, I'm gonna. How far away is the Duke from where I am?
Uh, well, he's definitely less than 120 feet.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
So
yeah,
thank you, Fireball.
yeah, because that's also his range. So yeah, he's
He
less
knew,
than 120 because everyone is in range to him right now. Yeah,
he heard what you said, but knew what you meant.
yeah, yeah.
23 to hit.
It hits.
18 points of magical fire damage.
Okay. All right.
And I'm actually going to. I am going to. If I'm near the door, I'm going to back out of the room.
You are near the door, so okay. You want to go out completely?
Uh, Basically, I don't want to be in range if he attempts an area attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you want to take your kind of full movement to get out? That's fine.
I'll yeah,
You see where I'm
yeah.
putting you, right? Do you want? If you want, you can be over here too. You have enough movement.
I'll take a bit less than my full movement. I don't want to be that I can't quite get back in the
Okay.
room, but I don't want to
Brother,
be.
you're up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So these these Drugar form a defensive stance around the king to protect him. They don't advance. Um, they get into place here. These guys are not in initiative combat yet because they're hanging back. But it looks like they're going through and like watching everything. Um, they are going to all try to throw their javelins at Grin.
Um,
Yep.
are they within 30 feet of my bright light?
They are within 30 feet of your bright light. Yep.
Is
So
that
they'll be
affecting them?
affected. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, one, two. Actually, the only one that isn't is this guy back here, but all these other ones are. Yep.
I'll take
Uh,
what I can get.
yep. This
Cool
guy's gonna
ability.
go first. So let's see. Hold on.
Is that an able original?
All right, he
It is, yeah.
misses. That guy misses. Um,
Also,
It's
aren't
my
there
it,
flaming
wow, the
walls
other
that
one
you can
misses too.
see anyway?
Yep.
it's my paladin practice.
So you guys look at shock. It's literally these three Dugars that are very close to Grin. They keep throwing. Grin keeps dodging all these javelins that are coming at them.
It,
One
it
of them hits you with a 23, I assume.
it's like the
Um,
opening scene from Troy where
and
he
let's
takes
see
out
the
all
Yeah,
the
last one.
javelins.
23 hits.
That one's gonna have the another one is a 17, which I believe does not hit, right?
It does.
Oh, 17 hits as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 17 and 23. So hold on one second. Um, these are giant javelins, by the way, that they're throwing at you. And
Great.
Pikes.
yep. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys.
Fucking log.
They're just sharpened telephone poles.
Pointy
Yeah.
Oh
cabers.
god.
Yeah, and they have like some kind of ornate like silver thing. Once one of them like pierces into, you can see this. However, so if both of them are gonna hit, they do. The first one does 13 points of damage, and the second one does 10 points of damage. So
Okay.
23 damage.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay. All right, but that's
Oh,
that's that's all they can do. All right, Elda,
Good.
it's your turn.
All right. Where am I in the room right now?
You are back here. So you were holding the you're right here. You were holding the Duchess. Or
Yeah.
not holding, but you were in front of her. So like I said, all these guys are within 120 feet of you, if that matters.
All right. So how far up can I move on them?
So you can move up 30 feet if you want to cast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Can I
6.
get within
Yeah.
10 feet of any of them, or not quite yet?
All no. If you double
All
move,
right.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Are
doing
you
that
able to
quite
see
yet.
Discord, by the way? Can you see Discord?
Yeah, it's just that the
Okay.
frame rate is a bit low on my end, but
Oh,
okay,
interesting.
no, that's better.
Okay.
Nope, it's better all of a sudden.
Yep.
All right. If that's all I can move up, I will. All right, I will bonus action summon a tentacle
Yep.
around wherever like you'll get most people within its 10-foot reach.
Okay.
And I am going to also cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. So you want to get the most within its 10-foot reach, and I do actually have a tentacle.
I learn something new about you every day, Chris.
Yep. Yep.
Hellspire is working.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. That is a 27 and 22 to hit.
Ooh. A 27 and 22 to hit does hit.
Yep.
How much damage?
So that will be
Which I'm sorry, who are you attacking with Eldritch Blast?
I'll go for the first one for one of the ads. So that'll be 12 damage.
Okay. All right, this one here.
Yeah. Wait, no, it actually no. It'd be 14 for the first one. Sorry.
Yep.
And if he doesn't go down, I'll hit him for another 12 with the other one.
Okay. Yeah, he does not go down on that. Yep. So you want this tentacle to basically hold on one second. Let's get it the right size.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can always move it. So that isn't a huge deal.
Yep. So you want the tentacle to try to be within 10 feet of everybody, right? That was your plan.
Yeah, definitely within 10. Yeah, that works perfect. Yeah.
So that's within 10 feet of almost everyone. It's just this guy over here is not. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's
and then
probably the best place though.
Yep. Yeah. Then I'm going to attack with the tentacle, which spiritual weapon usually gets your spell modifier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in this
Yeah,
case.
It's basically the tentacle is just spiritual weapon, but not.
But creepier.
So that is a nat 20. Okay.
Nice. All right, so you get to do max damage on that. Yep.
Oh, just max damage? Okay.
Yeah. For our game, it's max damage. If you get a nat 20, you can do max damage.
All right. In that case, it would just be 8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
And does it hit all of them?
No, just I'm going after the one that I was hitting before.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a single.
That one's near death. So you notice that it's like that one's like struggling. It's pretty close to death. This one here.
Yeah, yep. It's just like it's basically a spiritual weapon, but warlock flavored.
Yep. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Will you let me know if the one that Hunter's Mark died, so I can know to automatically recast it on my turn?
Yes.
They've kind of all gotten jumbled up.
Yeah, so the one that you hunted mark was this guy in front of him here. So just as a heads up, so just keep that in mind. But
okay.
Yeah. All right. All right, brother. Yeah, I can actually use the lights now. Wow. But this is your hunter mark. Now that you guys can see it in real time.
Appreciate it.
But yep. Okay. All right, brother.
All right. Seeing that Grin's looking a little rough up there, can I get within 30 feet of him?
That's a good question. If you double move, you can. I think so. You have a speed of 30, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30. Do you want? Can you double move and still cast?
Let me double check.
Otherwise, you are not within range of Grin. You can scream to Grin to like run back to you, obviously, but he'd have to do that on his next turn. But yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the thing. Let me just check the distance of something else.
Yep. You right now are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're 9 squares away from 45 feet.
All right, so I'm at 45 feet away from Art. I'll keep the 30 feet.
Yep.
And I will hold a channel divinity for if he gets within 30 feet of me.
Perfect. Yep. All right. All right, Ibram. Wait, is there anything else you want to do, brother?
As a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon 60 feet away, closest to the nearest Urgar.
Awesome. I think I finally have goddamn Spiritual Weapon too. That's so much easier. So hold on, let me do that. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I really do have it. Could have swore they added it. Let's see. Yay! This is Spiritual Weapon. All right. So
Really
where do you want it?
Let's see here. It's 60 feet away from me. So would that get me to the nearest Durgar?
2, 3,
I love the
5, 8,
color on
6.
spiritual
Yep.
weapon.
One,
Yeah, it's really
two,
cool.
3, 4. Yeah, you can get here. You can even get up to here. Either way.
Yeah, I will put it there, and if I cast it
Yep.
as a bonus action, I still get an attack with that, correct?
Yeah, because you haven't. That's right, because you haven't done your action yet. So.
Well, I
yep.
was holding my channel divinity, and
Oh
that's an
yeah,
action.
no, yeah. Sorry, you can't hold and do an action. That is
Yeah, so
correct.
figure. So I'll just leave the spiritual weapon up there.
Okay.
Then
All
I'll
right.
be holding my channel divinity if green gets within 30 feet.
Okay. All right. All right, Abram.
I'm gonna run back to the opposite side of where Honor is,
Okay.
and I rolled stealth. I got a 21 on my stealth check, so that I
Yeah,
can
you
get
can.
this next attack with
Yep.
advantage. And
Yep.
I'll run back there with Honor. I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I'm gonna shoot.
I mean, depending on, would you roll for stealth? Like, she probably just, you probably like walk up to
20.
her ear and you're like, sup, and she just like jumps out of her skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that's the other thing. What he's really doing is he's running back so where he's totally obscuring himself so he can't see. But he's not really stealthing for you. He's really stealthing for these guys. You'll see. You'd see
Yeah,
him no matter what. Yeah.
and I do. If they rely on dark vision to see me, which I guess they wouldn't because the room's fucking lit up, I am
Yeah. Yeah.
considered invisible to them.
Yep.
So my first shot's gonna be with advantage.
Yep.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. You can definitely pick them off from the corner here. That's definitely allowed. Yeah.
That's gonna be a unnatural 20 to hit.
Um.
The
Which
guy that
one?
I hunted.
So here's the thing.
The guy,
If you get this guy right here, he's got partial cover. So I assume you
the
want to
guy
get the
that the
clear
one that I
shot.
hunted. The one that I
Yeah,
hunted
yeah.
marked.
That's
The
what
one
I
that's
thought. Okay. Yeah, he's you got a clear shot on him. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Okay.
roll. So
That
that's gonna
hits.
be
That hits.
15 longbow damage,
Yep.
4 sneak attack damage,
Yep.
and 2 hunter's mark damage. Is he still up?
This guy's still up. Yep.
Okay, then he's getting another.
Yep. Now you fire an arrow right in his chest. He's trying to pull it out.
Oh yeah, that's a the next one's an 8 to hit, so probably
Yep.
gonna
That
miss.
one misses. Yep.
All right, and
Okay.
that's my whole turn.
Okay. All right. All right, Abel.
Oh, Chris, just one second. I just read through spiritual weapon. I do get
Yep.
an attack when I cast it as a bonus action.
Oh, cool. It doesn't count as an action to attack?
No,
That's
it does
cool.
not. It only casts in
Oh,
attacks
awesome.
and a bonus action.
All right, so let's do that. That's fine. We'll retcon that. This one's close to death, so if you want to try to hit it, you can. This is the one that's hurt the worst. The one that's right here.
Right, so it's 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah, it blocks it with its shield and pulls it off. All right, Abel, it's your turn. You there, Abel?
Can you run them up?
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Can you run them up 30 between the pillars and Grim?
I think so. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
You can also be here technically if you
No,
want.
no,
to
I
as
want to
well.
be right
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Yep.
Where's that put me? No, not
You can
yet.
see that Grin is literally bleeding to death. I mean, technically, almost
Yeah,
bleeding to death. Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Sorry.
Yep.
And then I am going to Eldritch Blast that one guy in the front.
Yeah, the guy that's hurt the worst. Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yep. Yeah, he does have Eldritch Blast. Surprisingly.
Out of the tool.
Yeah, it's because of his multi-tool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah, that multi-tool is awesome for
I was like, what weird
Erasmus as well.
multi-class.
Or actually,
Yeah.
Blast off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used that multi-tool, and I probably won't for a while.
Yeah.
It's giving me a hard time, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus a bunch actually. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Plus 9, and it's plus 1. Yeah.
I didn't even know it could cast spells, if I'm being honest.
So 12, and the second one.
Yeah, that's why it's awesome, and they're adding that to Baldur's Gate. So what is it?
Oh, it's a 12 to hit.
12 does
Roll
not
really
hit.
bad.
Yeah, 12 does not hit. Yep.
And that's a 19.
19 hits.
All right. And what does Eldritch Blast do at this level?
Is it maybe 1d10
At this
plus
level, it'd be
whatever?
Yeah, that's right. It's 2 shots, but it's 1d10.
Yep. Plus whatever your damage modifier is. Yep.
Oh wait, actually, it's +1 for the item.
Yep.
7 damage.
Okay. Yep, that does kill him.
All
You're
right.
able to take him out. Yep.
And then the offender should be able to run just in front of Elda.
Yes. So.
It was where she was. It moves
Yep.
40, so it's going to move just in front of her.
Okay. Cool.
And remain on defense.
All right. Cool. Yep. Yeah, and the defender. Well, the defender has. You said the defender has the Drew Guard strapped to it though.
Yep.
So it's actually going to only take half movement because it's got like this dwarven woman strapped to it that's incredibly heavy. But that's fine. It can go 20, which is enough.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I believe that's right. I believe when you're carrying someone, I believe it's half movement. But
Well, it depends how much he weighs.
yeah,
He's a 14 strength, which is pretty solid, and he's not carrying a lot. So
yeah, yeah. She's heavy. She's over 240 pounds. So I don't.
Oh,
I have to
wow.
look at it, but yeah, she's a heavy dwarf. Yeah,
That's rude.
It's a rude thing to say about a
she's
lady.
really a Drugar, but yeah, yep, yep, yeah. They're all heavy. The Drugars are pretty heavy, pretty strong too, for the most part.
Absolute units.
But anyway, so yeah, exactly. All right, Kino, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to move 30 feet up.
Okay, you can. Yep.
Let me just see where that puts me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just shy.
Oh, actually, it actually could have double moved in front of her.
Oh, can it? Okay, that's
Yep.
fine then. Yeah, then you're fine. Then it can.
I'm going to double move, so I'm next to Grin. Right next to
Okay.
him.
All right, that's fine.
And
Yep.
that's going to be my turn.
Okay, cool. All right, Grin.
I'm not
Okay,
dying yet.
Grin.
No, yeah. I would have allowed. I would have absolutely allowed, even though technically he's not supposed to because he used his bonus. I would still allow him to like basically call out to you and just say, I assume, brother, you're telling Grin to scream like run back to me. Okay. Yeah. So you can do whatever you want, Grin. But
So how far back is brother? I'm sorry.
so you're right here. All you have to do is basically, you wouldn't know this precisely, but you don't have to move all the way to him. You just have to get within his range.
And is that within 40 feet?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna chuck a javelin at the Durgar right in front of me.
Okay, yep. Go for it.
21 to hit, 8
That
piercing.
hits. Okay. All right.
And then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
move back.
doing really poorly. Yep. And then you're gonna run back.
Yeah, reluctantly, but I am hurt real bad.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to run back, yeah, brother, you can now heal him.
All right, now once he's in my range, I will use my channel divinity to heal him 35 hit points.
All right.
There we go.
Life clerics are amazing.
I feel great.
Yeah.
Get back here.
All
now.
right. Let's see if
TM.
she can get it. Let's see if she can try to use her action to break free of these.
Boy, this Baja
no.
really,
No.
She just needs
Who
to
knows what he's doing?
accept her place in life.
Yeah. All right. Zardoc is going to. Zardoc is actually going to attack her. She is in range, so let's see.
The defender's going to try to defend. He's going to get provided with disadvantage, basically.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh.
That's the opposite of what we want.
Gotcha. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'll allow that. That's fine. So he
That's a great
misses.
idea
He
bringing
misses
her
because I
down.
rolled a 1 on the 1. He's going to try to attack her again.
This one will
that
be normal.
would've hit.
This one will be normal.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep. So let's see. Oops, ignore this roll. Let's see how
Know
much
the
he
man behind
does.
the curtain.
All right, so he does 9. He slams into his Eldritch Blaster and does 9 points of damage. Honore, it's your turn.
I will get within range for Firebolt again, and if I have enough movement, duck in and duck out.
You should. You definitely should. So, yep, you do. So that's fine. And who would you like to shoot with fireball?
It doesn't matter. I only got a 12 anyways.
Okay, yeah, that misses. So you guys see that this fireball like literally streams past your heads, goes through. All right, now it's these guys' turn.
By the way,
Oh god.
I usually just aim for Zardak.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right.
You're doing great,
Okay.
Andre.
All right. Ooh, interesting. There's actually 4 of these guys, not 3. Hold on.
We just killed one.
No, I know, but I took one out of the initiative by accident. You can see there's still 4 up. Yep.
Don't worry,
Uh,
I will fix that.
Yeah.
And where's the king?
Oh, no, you guys are
Two.
right. There's only 3. What am I saying? Yeah, it's right. It's correct. What? No, I was actually right. What the fuck? Man, this is the reason why Telspire can. The king is right here in the initiative order. There's only 2. There's actually 3. There's 4 total. So I was correct, but we just have to get this guy back in here. There he is. That's the one. Okay. All right. So these guys are going to try to throw their javelins at you, Abel. Let's see. 19?
I'm gonna shield, so that
Okay.
misses.
All right. The next one is 14.
That will miss as well.
Yep. And then the last one misses too. They are not going to move away from the king though. All right, Elda, it's your turn.
All right. Can I get within? All right. There's. Let's see. Nobody's within melee range of them. So.
Not yet.
Are you all planning on getting into melee range next turn?
Gonna try.
Yeah.
I've been running for
Alright.
2 rounds with my sword out, so.
Same.
Can I get into melee range? I guess I should ask first with my movement. Like 10 within 10 foot of melee, I should say instead.
10 foot of melee. So with single move, your move is 30, right?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. You'd be here. So no.
All right. Well, I'll.
Do you want to move up though?
Yeah, I want to move up. Yeah, and at the very least, I'll attack with the tentacle and eldritch blasts.
Okay, go for it. Who would you like to attack, by the way? This guy's hurt. These 2 are pretty good, and then this is Zardock himself.
I'll hit the hurt guy.
Okay.
All right, that's a 18 and 21.
Okay. 18 and 21.
Yep.
They both hit. Yep. They
All
both
right.
hit. Yep.
And that will do. Yeah, no, it's bad. That will do a total of 6 and 6 damage. If he doesn't go down, it'll be additional 9.
Yeah, that does kill him off. So.
Okay.
Yep. With the 9, it kills him. So. Yep.
Perfect. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, brother. It's your turn.
All right. On my bonus action, I will make an attack with the spiritual weapon against Zardock. Might as well.
Yep. Yep. All right. Go for it.
Just rolling. Hold on.
You can move it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Okay.
So that's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right, then for my action, I will. Yeah. Now, nobody else has taken any hits, just the ones that we've already killed.
That's right. And yeah, correct. That is correct.
Wait, no. When I did my firebolt before, I hit Zardock.
Besides Zardock, I'm sorry. Yep, you are correct. Zardock has taken damage. The other guys by him have not, but Zardock has.
All right, then I'll just for my action, I'll cast Toll the Dead on Zardock. So he needs to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. He fails.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Spell.
Yep.
So that'll be 2d12.
Nice.
It's a really good spell.
Yeah.
Told it is
nice.
great.
Told it is great, except for when it isn't great.
So that'll be 21 damage total.
Hell
But
yeah.
since
Nice.
it is great.
Okay. Yeah, that hurts him pretty bad. He recoils from all the pain and the it's necrotic damage, right?
Yes, it is.
Yep. Okay.
Fantastic roll.
Fantastic.
Now
Wait,
with my
Graham,
movement, I'm going to get behind the farmost left pillar,
Okay.
and that'll end my turn.
All right. Cool.
this Bahamut's looking better and better, I gotta tell you.
All right. You're gonna go behind the pillar. You said
Yes.
you're gonna use your 30 feet of movement.
Yes.
Okay. This one.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Yep. That works. All right, Ibram, it's your turn.
Shifting Hunter's Mark to Zardock because my guy died.
Yep.
Longbow attack. Longbow attack. I'm not sharpshooting this one. Unfortunately, that's only a 15 to hit and a 22 to hit.
15 to hit and does not hit. 22 does hit.
Roll. I'm just gonna do 2d6. Okay, so that is going to be 19 piercing damage to him.
Nice. Yeah, that hurts him pretty substantially. You notice Zardock has started to bleed, and his armor's gotten chunked through just a bit. I mean, he's definitely hurting.
And I'm just going to call out to Kino and yell out, "Remember our deal!" As I see that he's bleeding.
Yep.
You keep killing him before I get a chance to run up to him.
Yep. All right, Abel, it's your turn.
All right. Abel is going to run up to them and would like to position as many of them as possible in a 30-foot cone. So maybe the
you
other
could
side.
I was gonna say so 30 feet actually just gets you to here, but
All right, if you
could
move them
do-
over or whichever angle will get the most of them
Yeah.
in 30 feet.
that would technically work. It's a 30-foot. How does the 30-foot cone work though?
I'm
Is
going
it a
more
30
for.
foot?
It's a 30-foot cone. I
What's
forgot
the
exactly.
radius? Yeah, the cones are always fun because they should show you the template. But did you know how wide it is? Is it 10? If it's 10, you can only get these two.
I think it's 30 long and 30 wide.
Okay. If that's true, then
I'm
that's
going
then
more.
you get
I'm
'em all.
going more for his boys than him.
Okay, that's fine.
And
Yeah, I'll look at it later. What spell is it? I'll look it up later though. What spell?
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna put my tool away and cast fear off the ring.
Okay. Yep.
And that's wisdom 13.
Yeah. Let's try. Yeah, that's okay. Zardock is able to save. But hold on. Let's see. The other one of his guards does not. One of him does. So this guard here runs. Actually, what? So, can you read to me fear again? The actual
Sure.
condition. I just can't advance in you, right?
Yeah. 1 sec. You project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed in wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it is holding and become frightened for the duration.
Oh,
While
nice.
frightened
Yeah,
by this
that's pretty.
spell,
That's right.
a
That's pretty
creature must
powerful.
take a dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on
That's
each of
what I
its
thought. No,
turns.
that one's good. Yeah, that
Unless
one's
there is some nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can make a Wisdom saving throw.
yeah.
On a successful save, the spell ends for that creature.
Yeah, dropping his weapons completely fucks him. So that's a good spell. All right, Kino, it's your turn. Yeah, so
Did
this
all,
guy's
did,
gonna be fucked.
did all three of them roll, or
Yeah, so the
okay?
Zardock saved and this guard here saved, but this guy did not.
Oh,
He's
the other guy wasn't in it. Okay.
no. So all three of them were. If it's 30 foot wide and these guys here, you can see Discord,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
all three of them were actually affected, but only this guy was feared,
Okay.
essentially. Yep. Yep.
One's good.
Yep.
If I
Yeah,
move
that was
30
good.
feet up, can I get into melee with Zardock?
It's gonna be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're 10 feet away.
Oh,
Ah,
sorry.
damn it.
At the end of my turn, the defender does the same thing and tracks Elda, trying to stay ahead of
Okay,
her
sure. Yep.
as
Yep, that's
cover.
fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Yep.
Saving that, Tom.
No, you're
Totally
just
saving
out of
that.
range. Do you want to move up here though?
I'm going to move. I want to just move one over to the right,
To the
and
right.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch on
Okay.
Zardock.
Yep. Go for it.
Ah, 6 to hit. I miss.
Yep. Yeah, that misses. All right, Grin, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up 40 feet.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm not within 10 feet of any of them.
Unfortunately, no. Yep.
I'm gonna throw another javelin at the one to the left of Zardock.
Okay. Yep. You can. Actually, Grin. He looks very afraid. He hasn't been able to move yet on his turn, but this guy looks very afraid. This guy doesn't.
Um. Okay, so the guy on my right.
Okay, that's fine. Yep. Yep.
And I miss.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
hold on. I get a second attack. I'm gonna do it
Yep.
again.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah, your javelin goes right in the wall of fire, disappears.
Ooh, you're not getting that one back.
15 to hit doesn't hit either, does it?
No. 15 does not hit.
That's all I got then.
Okay. Um. All right. So she is going to. She's as a. Now she's super panicked because she got hit. She's actually going to enlarge, which will break all of the ropes and push your defender to the side here. Hold on one second. Um, and as she does that, she is going to try to run. So hold on.
Remember, opportunity attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the defender is able to take one if it
Yep.
wants to, but okay.
You know what? It's programmed to guard, so no.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she can get right here actually. Okay.
Wait, how far did she move?
She has a movement of 40, crazily. So
Whoa!
she double moved. Yeah, 80. Yep. Yeah, I am surprised too. Apparently she's also a rogue, but that's another thing. But anyway, all right. So this is Zardock's turn. Um, so Zardock screams at the top of his lungs and Undercommon now. So anyone that knows Undercommon knows what he said, and what looked
Oh
like
man.
what looked like uh so there were these other Drugar in the room that looked like they have robes on that were completely invisible, and they go on his initiative. And oh yeah, just wait and see. This is where all hell breaks loose. So they have staves. They look like they might be like wizards, maybe, or mages.
Mhm.
Um, And let's see. They are going to cast all together. They're going to go on his initiative, by the way. Um, they do have advantage on this just because they were invisible. But hold on 1 second.
Is my bright light affecting them?
It will, yeah. It will once they attack you. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Hold on 1 second. Oh.
Hey Tyler, you got another chain devil in you?
I'll have one to you tomorrow, bright and early.
I
Yep.
expect that chain devil on my desk first thing tomorrow.
All right.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. So it's cool. So they're now casting. Like they were ready for this. They're all gonna cast. The first one over here casts at you, Grin. Make it. Sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Everyone's up there fighting. Meanwhile, me and Henri are in the back, like playing Go Fish and occasionally shooting off an attack.
Patty cake, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I remember when I was the one playing cards, me and brother in the tomb.
Yeah. This might not be so bad actually.
If Grin's got to make any wisdom saves, we're done for.
So, anyways,
Wisdom, I'm
everyone goes down to
fine.
row
It's the
40.
intelligence save that's gonna be
Okay.
a problem.
So 16 misses, right?
16 is my AC.
Okay. So that hits. Okay. So hold on.
Oh, it only
So this one over here casts Firebolt on you, Grin. Um, and it does 11 points of damage.
That's nothing.
So the next one is also going to cast Firebolt. Let's see if it hits you.
Man, Grin,
Yeah,
they really don't like you.
that's gonna hit you. Let's see.
Humans win.
I mean, this is what I'm designed to
That
do.
that
Just
cast
absorb attack.
so it casts 7 points of damage. These two over here are gonna try to attack you, Abel.
All right, makes sense.
Yep. I believe 21 hits, right?
21 hits, yes.
And then the next one just misses you completely.
Mhm.
But let's see how much damage you do.
What did I get hit with? Firebolt?
Yeah, Firebolt. Yep. 5 points of damage though.
5 points. All right. I'll just
Yep.
take that.
Now.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Yep.
Let me check something. I may have a special trick for him. Yeah, I'm going to. The description of him, does he anything look like he's particularly fire resistant?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast absorb elements then.
Okay. Yep.
So
Cool.
I'm only gonna take 2 damage.
Perfect. Okay. That's all they can do. However, you notice that this one. So Abel, since you're over here,
Mhm.
the guy, this guy, he doesn't look like he's too much of a, I mean, threat necessarily as far as a magic user. This guy, out of all of them, this one right here, he's somehow, you can tell that he's more advanced. He's got a better staff. You can just tell that the way he's casting, he's better at all of this than these guys. Just a heads up, but you would notice this since you're close to him.
Okay.
All right, Henri.
Which one hit me if it matters?
This guy hit you actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far away is this magician, the powerful looking magician? Mage.
He is. Let's find out. He might. I think he's in with 120. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. So that's 100 feet. Yeah, you're You are right within range there.
How is
Yep.
Zardock looking?
Zardock looks like he's hurt. Yeah.
I'll aim at Zardock.
And yeah, to get to Zardock, you actually have to get to here, which is fine. Then you can just run back, but that's fine. Yep, you can hit Zardock. So go ahead.
Assuming I can. It's only a 16.
16.
Mm.
It does not hit. Yeah.
Damn, those are the good damage too.
Yep.
Yep, I miss.
All right. So
Get
this
lucky
guy
point?
now runs in this direction. He drops his shield and his mace, and he literally runs like a cowering baby in this direction over here.
Into the
Uh,
wall of fire.
yeah, doesn't run in the wall of fire, but this
The
guy.
safest route possible. Runs
Yep.
and dashes. So yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna be in the corner. Um, and then yeah. So this guy here. Now that we're breaking, let's see. Yeah, he's just gonna come straight up and try to attack you, Abel.
Right.
So yeah, let's see if he hits. He gets 2 attacks. Yeah. So that is a 23.
Oh yeah, hits.
Yep. And then
Damn
so
it!
it's gonna
I
try
wish I.
again. Yeah. So that's a 21.
Hits. This is gonna be
All right.
painful.
Yeah, it might be. They get double damage when they're enlarged. So let's see how much. This is 2 attacks, by the way. So so the 2 attacks do 28 points of damage total.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. It does 30 points of damage total.
30.
Yeah, 30.
Ouch.
And yeah, he goes through and slams into you twice. Um, all right, Elda, your turn.
All right. Can I get within 10 feet of Zardock?
I believe so. Let's see. Well, let's see.
Sorry about
1,
asking this
2,
every single
3,
time.
4, 5, 6. No, you can't actually.
Still not. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing, but oh well.
Yep.
I. All right. Yeah, I'll hit him with the tentacle and Eldritch Bolts again.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. I don't think a 13 hits. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits. Yep.
All right. So that's going to be. At the very least, he takes 7 cold damage and his speed is reduced by 10 feet. And I'm going to move the tentacle down by a single tile just underneath the spiritual weapon. That way, if I need to use its reaction, I can reduce damage of allies.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. All right, brother.
All right, so Zardock's looking hurt. The other one guy's feared. One guy's is moving off, and we have 4
Yeah.
spellcasters.
You've also seen that Abel took a pretty substantial beating.
All right, then I'm gonna pop out from behind my pillar and use my second channel divinity to. Let's see here. So you're 35 points. Would they, if I pop out, would they both be within 35 feet? 30 feet, both Grin and
You
Abel.
can move. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yep. They're both there. Yep.
All right, so I will do. So you're 15 and 15 to Grin, 20 to Abel.
20
Okay.
Abel. Thank you.
All right.
And spiritual weapon attack on Zardock.
Okay. All right. Cool. Do you have Revivify, right? Or
Yes,
no?
I do.
Okay. Just curious. Just curious.
And
Oh,
I have a
great.
potion. I am very. I have things for this.
Okay. Cool.
What a great thing to hear from the DM.
Just curious. Okay.
John, you're supposed to say no. That way he doesn't kill us. Now he will kill us.
All right.
All right, so it's 24 to hit with the spiritual weapon.
That hits. Yep.
Note that it matters. But damage just double checking here. So that's 1d8 plus 3. So that's 9 total damage. Radiant.
Okay. Yep. All right, awesome. Yep. That hits him. And by the way, you also notice that the radiant damage done to him seems to affect him greater for whatever reason. Also, does spiritual weapon have hit points?
Let me double check.
Because it does have to take damage when it attacks him.
Spiritual weapon is just a thing that kind of exists.
That's what I thought. It doesn't matter if it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it gets hit.
The
Yeah,
exact
okay, that's
way
fine.
spiritual weapon is phrased is that you are the one making the attack.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, but in this case, yeah, you're fine with spiritual weapon. But this is what you notice: as you hit him with the melee weapon, basically a column of infernal flame goes around the entire, like his entire area. And if you were standing here, you would have been engulfed in it. So
yeah,
Kino, you see that too, obviously. So.
Eee.
Yep. Okay. All right, Ibram, your turn.
Zardock looks pretty hurt, correct?
Yeah, he's messed up. Yeah, he's definitely messed up. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back into stealth since I don't need to recast Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's probably. Oh, I have advantage because I'm a natural 26 for stealth. So
Yep.
I'm gonna assume I am pretty.
And you notice that she's beelining it away. First of all, you also notice that I mean you were able to see everything. You saw that Abel got hit bad. You saw all the things from where you're standing. So
Yeah. Oh. So for Zardock, that is going to be a 19 to hit.
that hits. 19 hits.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna be on the first attack with Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack. That's going to be 24.
24
damage. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. So you can tell that Zardock is now like bleeding all over the place.
Keep messing up. The next one is 19. It is another 19 for
Yep.
only 11 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you basically you're slicing into him. He's now like you can tell that he doesn't have much left in him. He's hurt very poorly. Yeah. Abel, it's your turn.
Wait, no, I get. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I get one more d6 because it's Hunter's Mark every time I hit him.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay, go for it. Yep.
Another 5.
Yep. Yeah, almost. Yeah, He's very close to death.
Oh my god.
Not yet, but very close.
Okay, that's it. That's all I get.
Yep. All right, Abel.
All right, Abel kind of puts an elbow on the hip of the big guy and does a spin move clockwise around him to the mage who hit him.
Yep.
His sword is still flaming from the absorbed elements. He's actually going the other way around.
Oh, this way?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And he's going to take a swing at him with the sword. It'll do an extra 2d6 if it hits of fire.
Yep. What's the hit?
AC 25 plus, so that's 12 magic
yep.
slashing plus an additional 2d6.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So eight magical slashing plus how much?
12 magic slashing plus 7 more fire.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I know you shred into him. He doesn't have any armor or anything, and you're like cleaving through him. He's hurt pretty decently.
He's going to use a bonus action, pop back to his original spot.
Yep.
And move to the other mage with the rest of his movement.
You'd provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit.
Because you're moving out of range of the big guy.
Nope, I won't move out of his way, and I will take a swing at him.
The big guy?
Like
okay, go for it. Yep.
for AC 24 for 14 magic slashing.
Okay, nice. Yeah, yeah. You slash into this guy's chest. He's.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, Kino, it's your turn.
All right, I'm moving up to the guy that moved forward. I'm
Oh, actually,
standing.
one sec. I need to catch up. I'm
Yep.
gonna move next to the pillar instead.
Okay.
Everything's the same. I move that there.
Oh well. Yeah, but you would provoke. You
No,
don't
no,
want to
no,
do
no.
that, right?
The forward pillar.
This one here.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And my Warforge is gonna move to protect Elda.
Okay. Yep. You can do that.
All right,
Okay.
and I'm going to stand right next to Abel, and I'm going to make 2 attacks with answer on the Duergar.
Mhm.
Okay. This guy. Yep. Go for it.
Yeah, the large man.
Yep.
Oh, I'm rolling like shit on the on the.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Yep.
The mage I hit, is he down or no?
No, not yet, but he's close.
Oh, I would have swung at him again. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
You
he is
said
definitely
you
not
said I
down.
shredded him, so I thought.
No, you do go into him, but that's fine. We can retcon that.
Yeah,
You would know that he's not dead. So no,
I end up.
yeah.
I end up there. I swing on him. The 14 hits him, and then, everything else is the same.
So you rolled a 14 total.
I did AC 24 for 14
Yep.
damage.
Oh, gotcha. It's 14 damage for him. Yeah, then he's very close to death. Then this guy's
Okay.
really close to
Yep.
death. Yeah.
I misunderstood the way it was
Yep.
going.
Yep. All right. Anyway, go ahead, Kino.
17 to hit the enlarged Duergar.
Okay. 17 hits.
All right. And let's see. That's going to be 9 magical slashing.
Yep.
And I'm just going to be yelling a string of insults and infernal at this dude.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. All right, Grin, it's your turn.
Okay. I rage. So
Yep.
everyone within 10 feet of me gets 3 temporary hit points.
Yep.
And I have a question.
Yeah.
So the guy to my left, almost in a straight line to my left,
Yeah.
if I ran at him
Yep.
and shoved him, could I shove him into the wall of fire?
Yes.
You
He's
can only
definitely.
shove 5 feet.
Oh, is that right? I thought you could shove 10.
I looked it up, and
Oh, it's only 5. Yep. For some
yeah, it's a
reason, I thought that
contested.
with certain strength modifiers, you could shove with 10, but I'm probably wrong. So, cool. So,
Would
yeah.
shoving
One,
be my
two,
action?
three,
Shoving would be the
four,
action, yeah.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoving would be the action. No.
Then
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna attack him twice with my glaive.
Okay, this guy here. Go for it. Yep.
Yeah, Tom, I had the same idea.
Yep.
24 to hit.
That
That's
that
gonna
hits.
be 10 slashing because I get a +2 because I'm raging, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, 10 slashing, and then the other I missed with the second attack.
Okay. Yeah, this is again. These guys have like no armor, and these are particularly weaker than the other guy too. And yeah, that's fine. He's bleeding. All right.
Okay.
Yep. She's running. One, two, three, four. Oop. She can get to. Oh yeah, she can. We'll take her off for now because she's gonna be. She's actually down here, so that's fine. All right. All right. Okay. Crap! It messed up the stupid order. Hold on one second. Um. Okay, that's fine. It's Sarduk's turn. All right. So, and all the mages go on this thing too. So, surprisingly, Grin, after you attack this guy, and he's now bleeding with his chest, he actually moves himself into the wall of fire and literally immolates himself while screaming. This guy sees that and does the same exact thing. And they literally kill themselves in front of you.
Well, Grin would have gotten an
Mhm.
opportunity attack, right? Or did he disengage?
Well,
No, he didn't disengage. Grin, you do get an opportunity against this guy. I don't know if you can kill him outright. Try. You can try.
I miss.
Um, The other guy, though. Oh, actually, no. You know what? Try to get an opportunity attack against the first one to see if the first one, if you
I
kill him
only
outright.
yeah, I only have one reaction I missed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So okay. This guy. So they both end up killing themselves in the wall of fire. And as that happens, by the way, you guys notice that fire streams into this mage here. As they both throw themselves and kill themselves into the wall of fire. Zardock laughs hysterically, um, and he's going to go ahead. And so this guy here is still going to be around, and he's actually going to see if he can hit you, Kino. He's going to firebolt you. He misses. Um, we'll do Zardock's turn, and then we'll do this guy last. All right, so he's actually going to go right up into you, brother. He's going to try to attack you because he's seen that you've been helping everyone. So hold on. He's actually.
Would I get an opportunity attack with the
Yep, you will.
charged weapon?
You will.
Chris, would I've seen that thing with the fire? Does it look like it's powering up that one mage?
It looks like it's doing something to him, arcane. Yeah, it could
Ooh.
be
Which
powering him up. Yeah, the one that
was
you're
it?
trying to kill, Abel.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, it's 23 total to hit.
That hits. Yep.
When I hit him for fire damage, did it fire damage take?
It doesn't. You're not sure. You don't know.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
9 points radiant damage.
Okay. Yep. That. Yeah, and it hurts him more than it's intended to. And as that happens, you notice that he is literally like you've almost killed him. He's like barely conscious. As a matter of fact, wait, hold on. I might have got that wrong. Hold on 1 second. Nope, you actually did kill him. Sorry, I fucked it up. So, sorry, Abram. You notice that brother's spiritual weapon literally attacks him and kills Zardock. Yep, he falls to the ground, seemingly dead. All his as this happens, his guard, everything like they are completely and utterly shocked. This mage is like enraged, and all right, hold on.
Too bad you didn't make that deal with brother, not Kino.
Uh, let's see.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Anu's just gonna call out, "Good job, brother!"
Um. All right. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was afraid of this. All right. So,
Uh-oh. Brother, you've doomed us.
yeah. Unfortunately, realistically, there's no way to cheat. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry if I kill you, Elda. And unfortunately, he's also targeting brother, the person that can revivify. Let's hope to God you guys don't die. So you see him casting. He's actually casting fireball, and he's up casting it. Let's see if it hits.
At the very least, I'm gonna use my tentacle.
Both of you, both
to
of you
boost
make
my anti-1d8.
Yep, both of you makes dexterity saving throws. Now the good news is that the DC is not super high. If you fail this, it's going to be devastatingly bad. I think brother will
Checking to
survive.
see if I could guidance it.
Can you guidance your own dexterity saving throw? I guess you can.
Can you
I guess I'll allow this.
action? And also that'd be resistance.
No, it's only a ability check,
Guidance
so I can't
is an
guidance.
action to cast.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh,
it doesn't
man,
work.
where's counter
It
spell?
totally
All
doesn't
right,
work. I just looked it up.
Yeah, I got
need
a
sword element.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Oh, oh man,
So,
where's counter spell?
Yeah, how much damage are we looking at?
What'd you get for your dexterity saving throw?
11.
Okay. What'd you get, brother?
8.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well,
okay.
goodbye, Elda. We got the art finished, and she is now dead.
Well,
Hold
we'll
on.
see. Yep. Well, let's see. Let's see how I actually roll. So.
Neither of them are
There's
within 10
very
feet
good
of me,
news.
right?
Well, there's very good news to this.
Yep. is upcast, so ignore that one.
And Amanda, don't worry. I think you're out of range of counter
All
spells,
right,
well,
not
so
it's
even if
not
you did have it.
terrible. So I didn't actually roll as well as I could have. So it's only 38 points of damage. Both of you take it.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
That's
still
not
up.
terrible.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
your save? Elda, did you roll your
Oh
save?
yeah, I rolled it.
Yeah.
On
They both failed. They
Yeah.
both
What
failed.
was it? What was your save?
11.
11. Add 5.
Oh, add 5. In that case, it would be 16.
Okay. Nope. 16 save. 16 is the save. So.
Okay,
All
so
right.
how much damage is that again?
33. So you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just do half. Yeah.
Elba's like, or Abel's like, get me on the pillar.
Yep.
All right, I'm not bad at all after that. Then I feel bad for brother though.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that's not
You're
too
welcome.
bad. That's not
That's
too
what
bad.
they're there for.
I mean, it's only upcast fireball. However, now that you've seen what he can do, yeah. So anyway,
That's the guy in front of me did that.
yeah, the guy in front of you did this. Yep. This guy, and let me just make sure he has nothing else after his action. Yeah, no. All he could do is he is going to try to. He is actually going to try. No, actually, no, he's not. That's stupid. So no, that'll kill him. So, that's it. All right. So
Oh man, Henri, why don't you have fireball? That's awesome.
yeah, firebolts.
Yeah, so
Tyler,
it's like we
it's
have a
like
wizard
you.
in the party or
It's
something.
like you want me to actually murder you in real life.
Oh man, yeah.
All right. So, um, all right. So anyway, sorry guys. So we were on.
I'm just gonna get that
this
guy's
gets-
spell book and I'm just gonna copy it.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw him into the firewall.
All right. Um, God damn it, this thing glitched out, so I don't have the initiative order anymore. It was Zardak was
He's dead, right?
yeah, he's dead,
Zardock
which
was,
is
I
why it
think,
glitched
before
out.
Honor.
I believe that's correct. What was your initiative, Henri? Do
12.
you remember? Okay, yeah, that is correct.
Yeah,
All right.
because
That's good.
there was one
Yep,
of
it's your
them,
turn, Henri.
then
Yep.
Henri, and then
And then the
Yep.
rest of them, yeah.
That is true. Yep, it's your turn, Henri.
Okay, I'm going to move into the room. I'm gonna try and get as close as possible without dashing to the mage that just cast fireball.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
How close
Go
does that
for it.
bring me?
You are. You want to move your whole 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right. 17 squares, which is 85 feet.
Damn it. God, that sucks. I'll just fireball the magician, the mage.
All right. Okay. Yep. Go for it.
Nat 20.
Okay.
And
How
you
much
said
damage?
that's just max,
Yeah, max
right?
damage.
So
Yep.
20.
20?
2d10.
That kills him. Yep. That kills the mage.
It's fire damage.
Uh,
It does full damage.
yeah. Not only does it do full damage, but it actually he actually gets completely consumed in the flames as well. Something to
Oh,
do with the wall.
Oh, that's
Um,
not gonna end up being good.
all right. All right. So, by the way, as that happens, you guys notice that this straggler over here, as he gets like consumed in the wall, goes through it. There's now like this magical effect within the wall. You can see it going back and forth, and it does start to stream into this guy, but it's going to take his turn. So whatever's happening is happening within this Druagar. However, it does take his entire turn, so he won't be able to do it next time.
The enlarged
Um,
one or the mage?
No, the mage, the last mage, the weaker mage. All right. All right. So this guy here is going to try to attack you now, Kino. He's
All
going to
right.
attack you once, and he's going to try to attack Abel. Um, uh, 19.
On.
That's on Kino.
So that misses, and Chris, I'm going to use my reaction to push him 15 feet back from me
Okay. All right. You
with
can
the
do that.
repulsion
Yep.
shield.
Yeah.
So into the wall he goes.
Yeah. That does hit him into the wall of fire.
Man,
Yep. Yep. All right.
See ya.
If that's the case.
See.
Yeah. So as he's going through and you guys see this, he does get like completely like as he even touches it, this fire is completely unnatural. He gets completely consumed by the flames. Uh, you notice that there is also a magical effect here, but it's doing nothing. Spoiler alert: if this had happened with Zardock alive, something would have happened, but it does not happen anymore. This guy is still terrified. Um, so the only initiative now that we have to deal with this guy's going through it is just the mage. Anyway, Elda, it's your turn.
All right. Where's the mage on this?
He's right here.
All right. Okay. I'm never getting this off since I'm never getting close enough. I just give me a line so I can cast lightning bolt.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can do it from here actually.
Wait, did that? Wait, what do you mean I can't cast? Oh, I didn't. It's I do have a spell slot, just that D&D Beyond I don't think has recognized that I have. Yeah. Oh, I didn't do long rest on here. Yeah, not long rest, short rest. How do I mark it so a short rest is taken on this? I just need to reset my spell slots, or I can just use.
Oh, it's I don't remember. I think it's exclamation short rest maybe.
I'll just use Dash Eye for now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And that did it at the right level, right? Sorry, D&D Beyond decided to be weird. No, it rolled 8d6 instead of 9d6, so.
Yep.
Alright, so DC 16 save.
All right.
And I realized that I probably shouldn't have done 9d6.
No, he doesn't save.
So would you rather I use the original damage roll or the time I did 9d6 for the damage roll, since that was the right value?
That's fine. If you can do it at the time that
All
you
right.
did the right value. Yeah.
All right. That'd be 42 lightning damage then.
All right. Now that kills him.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was trying to get Spirit Shroud off, but it never happened.
So real quick,
Yeah.
this guy's going to still be afraid of everyone. You can decide if you want to just go through and take him out. But on top of that, you still have these guys to deal with. They have actually not attacked you yet. So this is what you see. This is actually the image that you see as well. I have an image for this. Hold on 1 second. So if you go to Twitch, this is what it looks like. So these creatures literally tear off the arm as this happens of this like mushroom creature. And two like wolf-like creatures that are
Oh my god.
yeah, so
Is he glowing like that?
he is.
Holy shit.
Wait, where is this?
This is on the
Yeah.
Twitch stream. On the
Oh.
Twitch stream.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1 sec. Oh, wow.
You recognize these creatures from the Underdark, but make a
Iconic.
nature touch. Make a nature check to see if you know anything
Make
about
a nature check and ignore the name of the file.
Should I make a nature check?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I feel like Abram would. His favorite terrain is Underdark.
Yeah.
Turn into a
That's a
micro.
nat 1. Wow.
You're not even sure that's a creature.
Yep.
You think that's a human.
Illusion.
He's like,
that's
"Do you
And
think
on the
those
other end of the
taste good?"
spectrum,
natural 20.
All right.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, so
That's all things should be.
those creatures are Quagos, and So let me tell you a little bit about them.
Well, I no, the natural 20 only applies to any creature that comes from the Underdark. I don't know if Quaggas do, but I know my Conids do.
The Quaggas do. Yeah, the
Oh well,
Quaggas
then
do.
okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
So I only get advantage on things, information to recall from my favorite things that live in my favorite terrain.
Yep. Um, so this is what you know about the Myconauts. Um, so this is a Myconaut. This is a Myconaut sovereign, and
Ooh.
one of the things that are spores. The spores are semi-lethal. These guys are rare, and they do have the ability to like not only animate the dead, but they can also cause hallucinations. They can also pacify. They are generally peaceful creatures that do not attack things. And matter of fact, they pretty much keep to themselves and their own things. So that's what you know about those guys. The Quaggas, on the other hand, are incredibly aggressive, nasty creatures. They're relatively formidable. If you were in to fight with them right now, they're decently nasty. You remember that they can do like multiple attacks. They have poisons, all kinds of like nasty stuff. But they have not attacked you guys yet.
Okie
They
dokie.
have ripped the arm off the myconoid, and they look like they're like doing something with its spores.
Maybe we should stop that.
Tell him to stop it, Kino.
But
Uh,
whatever you guys want to do, again, you have this guy that's still like terrified over here as well,
are we
feared.
still in initiative?
Technically, you're still in initiative. I mean, if you guys want to discuss this, you can, since there's no immediate danger right now. No one's immediately attacking you, so we can take it out temporarily.
Can I just yell at them to fucking kill that Quaggoth?
Yeah, we should handle that.
Okay.
Myconids aren't inherently bad, but Quaggoths.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up there. Hopefully we can move as a group,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'll be in the front, and I just want to, as soon as I get within range,
That's
I'm
fine.
holding an attack.
I want to be right behind Kino if that's
Yeah, I'll
possible.
do initiative for the Quaggas then. Oh, they rolled low, so
Hey,
too
where'd the
bad for them.
Duchess go?
She booked it.
I'm
So
just
I don't know if
asking
you
the
were
group.
not.
She
Yeah.
would have had to run past me, right?
She did. She did run past you. Yeah.
Did she beat my passive perception?
No, 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 no. You saw her, but the thing was, is that you were also in the middle of like attacking.
Oh, can I still see
Sort
her?
of. No, no, no. She's actually all the
She's
way
quite
over
fast.
in this area. Yeah, yeah. She has a speed of 40. So
Was she invisible?
nope. No, but she might have turned invisible when she got out of your sight. You're not sure. But this is what she'd end up doing. So she double moved the first time they got to here. Then she double moved, and I took her off the board because she had already hit this area. So she's all the way back here somewhere. So
I was just wondering if Ebram would have gotten an opportunity attack.
no, because he was no, he definitely would have got an opportunity attack
I
because
have
he
my
was
bow out, which you don't get
yeah,
opportunity attacks when you have
yeah,
your bow out.
yeah,
Oh, that's fair. That's a
yeah,
good point.
yep,
All right.
But now I just get to go on a hunt.
yep.
Hmm.
Anyway, so what would you guys like to do? I guess we like if you want, we can stay in initiative, or we can actually beat you, brother.
Kill that Quaggoth.
Yeah, Quaggoths are going down.
How
Yeah.
long is
Yeah.
this guy feared?
I think it's that's a good question. I think it's a minute
1
though, isn't
minute.
it?
1 minute. So
Yeah,
he's got
yeah,
another probably 20 seconds or something like
yeah,
that,
yeah, yep,
or more than that, probably actually.
yeah. He's got a couple rounds still. He's pretty much useless for now. Yep.
And
All right.
I'll
So
walk up to like the pillar and just tell him, "Calm down, or we will take you out like the rest," and just intimidate him.
Okay, you can do
Uh,
that. Yep.
I'm
and,
horrible at this, but I think I have a. He is frightened as hell of me.
and I'm moving up with Elda and whoever else.
Well, let's go in initiative then. So sorry. So let's here. So we were uh who went last?
I believe
Uh,
Elda was next, then myself.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's correct. So all right, Elda. No, Elda went. She killed the last guy. So it's
Yeah.
actually so now that you're making an aggressive action to them, I'll let you go, but then
Why
the
can't I
Quagoths are
spell?
gonna go.
All right. I will humbly ask Z to pop out and cast Polymorph on Grin
Okay.
as a
Slug time.
Mimith.
Oh, right.
A Mimith. Okay.
Yep.
You can do that. Yep. Um, let me. I actually do not remember what a Mimith is.
It's like a big
Let's.
elephant.
Oh, a
Yeah.
Mammoth.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
Mammoth.
mammoth.
Mammoth. Okay,
Regular
that's fine.
polymorph
Yeah,
is just
you can.
regular creatures.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
polymorph into Mammoth.
Beasts.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mimith.
Cool. All right.
It's like a mimic mammoth. That's what Grin is.
All right. Cool. All right. Anything else, brother?
And let's see here. I will think that will count as my action, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And she will go back inside, and I still have. Let's see here. Let me just double check what my range on that is. All right, spiritual weapon. I can move it up to 20 feet. So I will move it 20 feet closer to that corner.
Okay. Yep.
And use my own movement to advance 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll go 25 feet beyond the pillar I'm sort of behind of. So, like, right next to my spiritual weapon where you put it there.
Yep. Cool. Yep. All right.
And that should end my turn.
Cool. All right. All right. All right. So, let's see. I'm just have to check their speeds, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fine. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. So they kind of scurry up to you, brother. And as they actually get closer, um, I'll actually show these on the stream too. Um, hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to share my. So in like 5 seconds, you'll see this is what they actually look like. They don't look like werewolves exactly. Can you see it on the Twitch stream?
A little bit of lag, not yet. Now we see him, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he actually looks like. So, all right. So, all right. So it is going to come up to you and wow.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, that's fine. So, all right. So, they're going to stand right there. They're snarling and growling at you, brother, but they look like they're ready to attack you. It's your turn.
Oh, so it's my turn again, or are we at the top of the initiative order?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Ibram's turn. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. We fucked it up. Yep. Ibram, it's your turn.
We'll shift my hunter's bow to the Quagoth.
Yep.
And just shoot him twice.
Okay. Go for it.
18 and 15.
18 hits. 18 and 15 both hit.
Okay. So he's going to take 16. He's going to take 27 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm going to use my movement to move 30 feet closer towards the encounter.
Okay. 30 feet closer to the encounter. Cool.
Bye, Henri. No, wait, you're ahead of me. Never mind.
6. Yeah. All right.
Hi,
Cool.
Abram.
Henri.
All right. Abel, it's your turn.
Yeah, he's gonna walk towards that corner where everything is.
5, 6. You can actually get in range. Do you want to do that, or do you want to?
What do you
You
mean
can get
in
in range of
range?
one. You can get in range of one of the Quaggoths for melee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll strike him down then.
Okay, go for it.
AC 21 for 14 magic slashing. And the
Uh,
second,
yep, that hits. Yep. Now these guys have the dust of the myconoid all over them, Abel. You can see it; they're glowing and going through it. But go ahead.
okay, and nat 1.
Okay, it doesn't. So you actually killed this guy outright anyway. So he dies and collapses. The other one
And
looks
then
infuriated. Yep.
I make a clumsy attempt to swing at the second one. So.
Sure. Yep.
And then I'm gonna pop back 15 feet with my boots.
2, 3. Yep. Cool. All right, Gren, you're a mammoth.
Okay. The one Quaggoth that's left there,
Yep.
I'm gonna run at it and gore it.
6. Yeah. You 30 feet. Yep.
I'm glad I
Go
cleared
ahead.
the path.
Go ahead. Yep. Do you have it up?
Uh,
Do you know what to roll?
18.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep. That
18 to
hits.
hit.
Yep. That hits.
It has to make a DC Strength saving throw, be knocked prone while I'm doing the damage.
Okay. It does. It gets a 18.
Then it beats the saving throw, but it's going to take 28 damage from the
Okay.
gore.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. All right. Anything else?
No, if it succeeds in the saving throw, then I don't get to do anything else.
Okay. All right, Henri, it's your turn.
Okay, can I can't really see where everybody is.
You're right here. So.
Where's the Quaggoth?
He's obscured in your vision right now, but he's behind these pillars. So you can, if you move over here, you'd be able to see him.
How far is
He's
the mushroom creature?
Mushroom creature is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 squares away. So 25 times 5.
So I think that's 1 square outside of Firebolt's range. So I will move up and attempt to hit the mushroom creature.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Henri would not have heard Abram, so too bad. Yep. That's fine. You can. Go for it.
Wait, what did Abram say? Shit.
Doesn't matter. You didn't hear it.
Yep.
You didn't hear it. Yep.
I was only 30 feet away from her.
No survivors.
I guess that's true. Screaming it from back here. Henri actually would have heard it.
What'd he say?
So, go ahead, Abram.
To not do what you're doing.
Basically, he was telling you that the Quaggoths are aggressive, but the myconoids will leave us alone.
Okay, then I'll aim for the Dwergar that's still back there.
Okay, you can.
I'll move into range and attack the Dwergar.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
I like to imagine like Henri started like aiming her hand at the myconid and Abram's just like, no. And she's
Just
like
slightly pushes it over a little bit so it's aiming at the Dwergar instead. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
11 points of fire damage.
All right. Yep. Yeah, he takes it all. He's not doing well.
Like
terrified and screaming, like now he's on fire.
The same tone, like you're a kid that just like got a candy bar from the chicken aisle and is just like put it back.
Aww.
Yep. All right.
How dare
All right,
you.
Elda, your turn.
All right. So the Quaggoth, there's somebody within melee, right?
Yep. Yep.
All
the only
right,
reason, by the way, we're keeping it because you guys can kill this no matter what. We have to see if it hits someone. That's why we're doing all this. So go ahead. Yep.
All right. So, I'm going to attack it with Eldritch Blast. If there's somebody within melee, those both get advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Cobalt.
Yep.
There's
That
a
means
mammoth.
did he get advantage on his next attack? Yep. Cool. Go for it.
All right, that's a 17
17 hits. Yep.
and a 24, and that is 12 and 14 respectively.
Oh wow, you did kill him. So you kill this guy. And this guy, if you guys want to finish him off, since he's still terrified, pretty easy. Everyone's gonna get
Can I?
attack him. So yep, you can do it.
No, it's not my
You're
turn.
closest to him anyway. I mean, everyone else, if they want to hold their things. What did you want to do to this guy? You wanted
No,
to.
no, it's not my turn.
Well, right. But it's fine. I mean, literally, this guy's going to die no matter what, so it doesn't really actually matter.
I
But
think my turn got skipped somewhere in there. 'Cause it
no,
went.
you're actually all the way back here. It's actually brother was gonna go, and then maybe you did get skipped. Actually, did you get skipped?
I
Kino
thought
was,
I
Always get
went.
skipped.
Oh
Kino was
yeah,
third in the
maybe.
initiative.
Yeah. Did I don't know how we skipped you, Tyler. I'm sorry. I guess we did skip you.
I mean, I probably would have just attacked the Duragar.
That's fine. If you want to, you can move up. It doesn't really matter. How do you guys want to finish off the Durgar though? It doesn't really
Answer.
matter because Tyler, you're close. I mean, are you guys just gonna push him into the firewall? What do
I
you want
was
to do?
gonna offer him a chance to surrender, but if not, yeah, finish him.
I'm against that plan.
I miss with a natural 1 and a 7 to hit.
Okay.
So, but I'm right next to him, and I'm hacking and
Yeah.
slashing at him.
Okay.
I wouldn't get like advantage because he's cowering in fear, right?
I mean, technically no, but at the same time, if you want to roll again, it's fine. Like I said, this doesn't really. It's totally fine.
That's all right. I'll let Grin
Yep.
finish him off if I
All
don't
right,
hit.
good.
I think
All
he's
right.
a disadvantage to attack you, but yeah.
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 Yeah, that is correct. All right,
I just didn't know if he was like
you
prone.
wanna ram this guy?
Yeah, charge and attack. Oh, I got a 15.
What is it?
15.
It misses, unfortunately.
Well, who else wants to try?
He's not prone, correct? While he's huddling.
Correct. He's not
Okay.
prone. Yeah.
Oh no.
Since it would have been my turn in initiative, I'll just toll the dead him.
Okay. Go for it.
So wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Yeah. Ugh. He got a 15.
It just makes it.
Yeah.
Turn, right?
Technically, I think it was the initiative was fucked up. Yeah, it's Ibram's turn. Yep.
Wait, I was put 2 arrows into him. I'm
Yep.
gonna kill
Go for
something
it.
today.
Yep.
If you squint your eyes, it's Zardoc.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All Durgard look the same.
So that's gonna be.
I'm glad someone finally said it.
21 to hit and 27 to hit.
Yep. Yep. How much damage did you do?
Bonus action. I'm gonna switch Hunter's Mark to him. 5, 23 damage.
Yeah, that does destroy him. So he is dead. Yay.
Take that.
Wow.
Now, here's what else is going on in the room right now. So you have this myconoid here. You
Yeah.
also remember have an illithid that's chained to this statue. That's like got all of its tentacles and its face cut off and piece of its head removed.
Kill it. Kill it.
Is
Kill
it
now.
breathing?
Kill it now.
It's breathing. It is
I-
breathing.
I
Kill it.
Do we,
Illithid, we kill that.
Kill
Kill
it.
it now.
Yeah.
Kill it now. Kill it now.
All right. So, if anyone makes an aggressive action towards it, it's going to reach out to you telepathically. So, anyone taking aggressive action?
No, I'm
Yeah.
actually studying the myconid from like 10 feet away.
Okay.
I'll make.
I'm already knocking an arrow and like
Gotcha.
obviously looking at this lithid.
He looks hurt. I mean, he looks pretty hurt. I'll bring the
means
picture
you
back
need
up
to
so
kill.
you can see his damage. Yeah.
I mean, I'd
Um,
like to know some stuff about his Nautilus, so you know.
Yeah.
I don't
Killing
think
him isn't
mercy for an
right,
illithid
job
is
one.
a good idea.
Well, I just
Yeah.
want answers. I'm holding a ray of frost, but I wanna hear what he says.
Uncle,
Arguably, killing him would be mercy. He looks pretty sorry.
I make angry mammoth noises.
I mean, I have
Yeah,
half a mind
yeah,
to kill him, but
yeah,
he has half a mind, so.
yeah. All right. So, uh, all right. So I guess first off, do you want to go ahead and just go ahead and do perception checks? I guess on the Illithid. Like Abel, you're kind of close to him, and I assume you're curious
Yeah.
about him. Yep.
21 perception.
All right. It looks like a specific piece of his head and brain have been removed. You guess that this might have something to do with like dampening psionic ability, potentially. And it looks
They
like
did some.
been
He did some
roughed up.
brain work on his mind, I think.
Yeah.
Angry mammoth noises.
Yeah.
I'll look at
It
the
does
mammoth and I'm like,
it does reach out to you telepathically, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
You have an advantage, by the way.
Yeah. Actually, that was wrong. I typed that in wrong, I think. But it is gonna suck either way. Nope, nope. I just really rolled bad. 7.
With advantage?
It was
I
a
rolled
save,
2
He
though,
rolled
fives,
wasn't it?
2 5s.
Okay, you
and I'm not
fail.
proficient in it.
All right,
You did make a check instead of a save,
so
though.
Abel,
It's the same
even though
number
it
though.
can't, so it's using the same ability that it would otherwise literally try to like melt your mind with. However, it doesn't get to do that in this case because of the things that have literally been done to it. However, it is able to compel and convince you to now protect it like its livelihood. If somebody tries to kill this, you're going to intervene, even if it means that you will literally have to get in front of the illithid yourself and take the damage. You're going to intervene now. This is going to be in effect for an hour.
Hey
So
guys, I think he's really got some knowledge that's really important to what we need, and I'm kind of like stepping in front of
yeah,
him and facing you
yeah,
guys.
Ray of Frost.
Arrow.
yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
And
Angry
as
mammoth
I
long,
noises.
as long,
think this is
But you have to.
initiative.
Yeah, it is initiative. By the way,
I was
because what
also
other
holding an action.
yeah, I said that I was gonna shoot
okay.
this thing.
That's fine. I mean, you can just keep in mind. I mean, you don't know what's going on with Abel, but Abel, this is gonna suck for you. Holy shit.
I
But
am going to respond when it is my turn. So
yep,
let me know.
yep. Uh, so yeah, Ibram did say that he was holding an action. Kino said he was holding an action. Um, uh, and Kino, you're up in the initiative order anyway, by the way. So
18 to hit.
I'll let you go first. Yeah, 18 hits.
9 magical cold. And
Okay.
yeah.
So as you do this spell and go through it, by the way, it's going to hit, but Abel, you're literally you notice that Abel literally like runs in front of this spell as well, grabs the illithid, like is protecting with his body. You don't have any choice in this. So how much point of damage? How much damage do you do?
9. Would he have been
9.
able to move
So
in time?
so that's the thing. This is all instinctive to Abel. Like he didn't take any actions, so this is just reaction to him. But it doesn't mean that Abel's necessarily going to get hit. It's just that now he's like huddled up against this, and it depends on the spell or whatever. Now,
Okay.
Ibram, on your shot,
I have a
you
sharpshooter, so I can ignore like 3/4 cover. So even if I can see this thing's forehead, I can put an arrow right
okay?
to it.
That's fine.
And I did roll a 21 to hit for maximum damage, plus sneak attack. That's going to be 16 total.
Yeah, as long as you can, if you can attack through 3/4 damage, you're fine. 16 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, so you put two. It's not dead yet, but it's doing really, really poorly.
Okay. Well, for the attack action, I can attack again on a held action, right?
Yes. Yep. You can too, by the way, Kino. You can as well.
I can only cast 1 cantrip around, I believe.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Well then, I can attack 3 times then if we're doing this because of my dread ambusher thing. So that's gonna be a 19 and a 22 for.
Dread Ambusher uses a bonus action. It's not on a reaction. A held
Yeah,
action is a reaction.
yeah. You only get the one.
Does it? Okay.
So it's an
Yeah.
attack action you get.
Yep. Yep.
It says if you take the attack action, you can make one additional weapon attack that deals an extra 1d8.
Right, but the Dread Ambusher
It
is a
does an extra D8. You don't get the extra attack. The extra
Right,
attack is
right.
part of the move or whatever, isn't it?
It says if you take the attack action, you can make one additional weapon attack, but it's fine. We can get we can.
Okay,
I'll look at it. I'll look at it
I
afterwards. I thought it was.
misunderstood it.
I
I
thought
thought
it
it
was
was a
also
bonus action.
No,
Yeah.
it's just like an additional attack that you can make.
Interesting.
If when you, well, I guess technically we haven't gone into initiative again unless we have.
Well,
But
we
if
were still
This is
technically
a
in initiative order,
surprise
it's fine.
action on held
Yeah.
actions or something. I think is where we are.
Yeah.
Then-
But anyway,
then
it's fine. Go
I'm
ahead.
not-
Go ahead. Just go
Well,
ahead. Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, it's fine. If it says you have an extra attack, I'll give you the extra attack.
It's just
Yeah.
for the first time we get into I hit something like when we get into a new combat.
Gotcha.
It doesn't. It's not anything permanent.
Technically,
That
this
would-
is a new combat though. So
That would
it's
be
fine.
19 and a 22.
Yep, they both hit.
And that would be for 18 damage total.
Okay. Yeah, that'll kill him. So all right.
It's
So
3
you
arrows right to the forehead.
Yeah.
Chris, is the effect concentration or an hour?
No. It once he dies, it's over.
Okay.
So yeah, you're able to get over it. Yep. All right.
I will run over and help Abel with whatever.
Yep.
If I see him.
Oh, fucking Squidman.
Now, one of the things you notice is that the statue above you, is very slowly, for whatever reason now, starting to transform from Deep Dora to Asmodeus.
That's not good.
All right. So do we want to?
Maybe killing him on the altar was a bad idea. Just saying.
We'll deal with that later. I wanna start I wanna start checking
I
stuff.
look up at the transforming statue.
Yeah.
Maybe not later.
Yeah, maybe we should get the fuck out of here. I mean, we just killed the king, and
Is the king
kinda-
still here?
Their bodies are
King's
here.
dead.
Yeah.
I'm putting an arrow in his dead body just so I can claim it.
All right, I'm gonna cast detect magic, and then just point out what should be picked off.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna stomp around.
All right. So, as you're looking, so if you detect magic, are you looking through Zardok's belongings?
He's whoever's closest to me, scanning around me and then away.
Yeah. All right. So Zardok's crown lights up.
Mhm.
It's made of Chardolin.
Mhm.
Also, Zardok has 2 figurines in his possession. As you're rifling through things, they both light up. They're also made of Chardolin, though. And then, and surprisingly, that's the only magic that you found on him. The other thing that he has, so all of them have maces. They have heavy maces. They have shields, and then they have their armor, which is chainmail armor.
I also check over the mages and
Yep.
the other creatures that were here, I guess.
Yeah, so the one mage is like a pile of like fire, whatever. The other mages do have they do have their spell books on them. So each mage does still have its spell books. They all have staffs. They didn't have any magical weapons, so.
Okay, I point out they have books, whatever's magic.
Yeah.
Did you do a pass to the throne just in case?
Yeah, sure. I'm up there. I mean, he's sweeping around 60-foot range, so that whole end of the room anyway.
Yeah, so the statue is magic. The throne, it lights up. All these pillars are still lighting up for whatever reason. The wall of fire itself lights up.
I'm gonna study the throne. Does it have any like controls on it or?
Do an investigation.
Or...
Yeah, do an investigation check for us.
I will aid Ibram, and I'm gonna cut the head off the king.
Okay.
21 investigation.
So it doesn't look like there's any. It doesn't look like it's a device of any kind. However, the throne itself is made out of Chardolin, and you already like even this close to it, there's something magic about it. Touching it has also like basically made you uneasy.
Yeah, I step back away from it.
Uneasy.
Is it more than the normal magic that Chardolin
Yes.
has?
Yes.
Okay. Ugh, shit.
Just to
Mm,
be clear, the king shrunk back to normal size, right?
he did. Yeah, he did.
Okay, cool.
All of them do when they die, by the way. Yep.
Nice.
Okay,
How's the
perfect.
Myconid looking in the corner?
Hurt. Yeah, it looks pretty hurt.
I'd
Uh,
like to walk up to it.
Yep.
Uh, and I will try speaking in undercommon to it. Just greet it and see if it responds.
Yeah, so they talk. They only talk telepathically, and
Okay.
if you're gonna greet an undercommon and speak to it, it it's very conscious, but it asks you. It says, "Are you friend or are you foe?"
We have no reason to be your foes unless you give us one. What were you
He
doing
said,
here?
these Drugar were using my spores to reanimate the dead and all kinds of nasty, awful things. If you could, there's a passageway back to the Underdark. Would you be able to take me so I can get back to my children?
Uh, Hold on a second. Let me relay that, and I will tell. Hey guys, this sorry, what? You know, don't worry about your name. His kids, Underdark. He says he knows a passageway out of here.
Is that near the Nautilus?
We'll do it
It
for a vial of revivification spores.
not
Okay.
that kind of spores.
Yeah, yeah, it's like bad spores.
Oh, okay, never mind
Yeah,
then.
he'll explain to you that they reanimate. Like you know about this. They basically reanimate corpses. They can
I
literally,
mean,
yeah.
that's also useful.
I,
In
I
this group,
Um,
it's not.
the I'm gonna ask him if it's near that I can't Gage can't remember the name, but near
It
that
is.
tunnel that
It is.
collapses. Okay.
It is. It is. Yeah, that's what he's
I'm gonna
talking to you about.
and
Yep.
I'm gonna ask him if they brought him through that tunnel, despite
They
all the
did.
risks.
They did. Yeah, they did. That's where he wants to go back to. That's where he would prefer to go back to. Uh, I mean, he's like one of his arms is missing. By the way, he explains to you you need to back up anyway. He doesn't think that you should be inhaling his spores or getting through it. So, you go through it. We are gonna have to. Everyone at this point is gonna have to stay like 15 feet away from the Myconid because of.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. Yep.
I will take a breath of fresh air from away,
Yep.
and come back to the throne. Set out 7472,
Yep.
and ask him to help me figure out what's up with this chair. Can I
Yep.
roll an Arcana?
Yeah. Roll an Arcana. Yep.
Can I do advantage with that mount?
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, since I don't breathe, I could technically get within touching distance, correct?
Yes, but the spores will be all over you. Just keep that in mind. Yes.
Yeah. Just to stay out of reach, I'll just cast a simple healing word just to.
Okay.
So that'll be 1d4 plus 3.
Yeah, no. If you heal him, he reaches out to you, brother, telepathically, and he says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Finally, a kind soul."
What's your name, friend?
So,
Yeah,
Chris, I had
he tells you. He says, "My name is Xyloth."
Yeah, you get
He
6
said, "I am the
points of
father."
healing.
Yep.
what was it?
I had
Xyloth for what?
18 Arcana.
18
Xyloth the
Arcana.
Father.
Yep.
How did you get separated from your circle?
Sorry, one more time, John.
Xyloth the Father.
Thank you.
Yep. Xyloth the father. He says, "I was actually taken." He said, "These nasty, nasty short men came and they killed a bunch of my children. They killed many, many things, many peaceful things, and they brought me up here to reanimate their awful dead corpses. They're building some kind of army or something underneath." And he said, however, he said, they were not as bad as the devils, the barbed devils that were also underneath here, manipulating these short, stupid, fat men.
Barb Devil, guys. She said something
Oh
about
shit.
Barb Devils. Does that
Yeah.
strike a tone?
And he reaches out to you, Kino. He says, I can tell that you can sense the barbed devils.
Can I sense the barbed devils?
He says, you worship a god. And then, Kino, it dawns on you that this creature is literally so innately intelligent that it can actually see what classes everything is, which means that it's incredibly powerful and godly intelligent. And
Yeah.
it's basically exposing that you're a paladin,
Yep.
which most things can't do in game, by the way. And it says yes. He says reach out, see the barbed devils.
I hesitate for a second. I kind of give him a weird side eye and then reach out and try to sense the barb devils.
Do you want to do divine sense?
Do you have a divine sense?
I don't have a divine sense.
Yeah, see, he doesn't know that, but yeah.
Time to pretend.
Hmm.
Yep.
I
Make a
pretend I
performance check.
hold out a hand. And it's
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
I can't sense them. Sorry.
Okay.
I say telepathically.
Okay. He walks over. So Abel, as you're going through and the modron's going on clicking, it goes through it. It does find an answer. It explains. Oh, it says this throne isn't here. It's actually in Avernus as well. He said if you sit on the throne, you'll be transferred to Avernus, and you get to speak with things from hell.
Do it.
Oh well,
Do
that's
it.
My
helpful.
head shoots
Chris,
up.
sometimes when
Yep.
you
Yeah,
say
that's
things, it's just the
horrible.
best. Just
This
how
is the
you
Modron.
say them.
Well, it's the Modron is. By the way, I did this on purpose. So Abel, as this happens, you do notice that the Modron is slightly different than you remember,
Yep.
and you don't exactly know what's going on. But
I'm looking at the Modron.
Hmm. I'm studying the Modron now.
yeah,
Well, that
yeah,
was helpful.
yeah. You can
And I'm
you
like
can do an
crossing my
investigation check, but it's
hands
going to
and
be uh, the Modron does explain to you. It
yep.
says it explains it basically explains a time dilation issue that's going on, and it says that you will know that something has happened to me any day now. It perceives time completely differently from you, and meta. This is talking about time in the Tomb of Horrors, but you have no idea what the fuck it's talking about. So
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
12. He's talking gibberish.
Yeah, and and not only that, you just don't even know. It's so complex what's happened to this thing that you can't figure it out. You know it's changed, you just don't know what's going on.
Guys,
We're going through an overhaul later on.
Yep.
we need to
But
get.
it does explain to you that it perceives as time completely differently from you. So,
Mhm.
which is why. But anyway, yep.
Hmm.
Hey,
But that
maybe
was helpful. Should we smash that thing or what?
Yep.
I make
Wait,
mammoth noises.
To go.
do we want to just put the crown in the bag of holding?
I think that would be a bad idea.
Oh, but it's so cool looking. I don't want it, but
No.
ah, ah. Insight check.
I don't want. I mean, I'll contest it.
And by the way, everyone
No.
heard what the throne did. The Modron said it out loud. So, yep.
I really think that would be a bad idea.
Now, putting this together, if the king doesn't know who Osmodeus is, but he's sitting on a throne that literally teleports him to Avernus. We have that. Then we also have the fact that it doesn't seem like his wife knew anything about this either. So whatever was going on with Asmodeus and these devils or
Mhm.
whatever was completely unknown to the Drugar.
I feel like there's a very good chance these are items that help him worship Avernus while
Okay.
thinking he's worshiping someone else.
Okay.
And I don't think you want any part of that sort of false belief in gods and such.
We need to find that.
Sure.
Avernus, anyway.
We need to find that
Uh,
helper priest.
we need to find the queen first of all,
Oh, I can find.
Duchess?
and then maybe the barb devils, and also we came here to stop the dragon, and I see no dragon schematics or warpath or control room.
That
That's a
is
good
that is
point.
that is a really good point.
And
Hmm.
but we
Now, the
also
one thing that
need.
you haven't so the one thing that you haven't investigated yet, by the way, Abel, but you know is magic is the pillars, by the way.
Okay.
You would know that because they're still
I
lighting up.
would study those close before it wears out then.
Okay.
We also need to get
I'll
I
this
mean,
I'll
guy
I
these
back.
are
agree.
magic too. Do they appear to be Charlatan as well, or?
They are not Charlatan, but they are magic. And Abel, these are actually some kind of complicated magical device. It's going to take
Ooh.
Abel 45 minutes to figure this out. They're that complicated, but they open and it in some ways, Abel, as you in the first like 2 minutes, you're like, guys, like I think these are going to open and go through it. And you guess that it might have something to do with like projection magic, so like showing you things.
Okay.
So,
So
but it's
we're
going to
gonna
take him
spend
45 minutes. So you have
Mhm.
to make a decision.
I'll be honest, I'm very interested to see stuff that is either projected to or from Avernus.
I mean, it's going to be information, right?
Yeah,
That's good.
Um,
information is good.
you said the mages had books on them, like spell books
They do.
specifically.
Yep.
They do.
I'm gonna be collecting those.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can take all of them. Henri, I'll tell you what the spells are. You're kind of disappointed because they're lower level mages, but the only one that was higher level it burned up. But I'll list out the spells they have.
Wait, I thought that the higher level one was the only one that didn't go into the wall of fire.
No, the higher level one burst into flames the minute it was killed. Unfortunately, that's
Uh,
the one that you flamed. You
mm,
killed it. You killed him.
my
Yeah.
own fault.
You did
Yep.
this.
Yep. But the other one casts fireball still.
It did cast fireball, but there's a reason why it didn't
Oh,
burst into flames.
bullshit!
Yeah. But it
It
did.
had the
It
cyanide
didn't.
though.
By the way, it didn't actually cast fireball. It just did the cantrip. The only one that did fireball was the one that burst into flames.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all his trinkets were flammable. Too bad. Mm.
Yeah.
Mammoth noises.
Turns
There
out,
is a reason though. There is an all reason for that. There was a way to get it to, unfortunately, Henri. But
Yeah.
Um, are
It,
there any fancy, valuable things on the king before we forget that while I'm studying the pillars?
I mean, the only things that might be valuable are those Charlatan figurines.
Oh.
They look valuable, but at the same time, they're Charlatan.
I took his head, so you guys can have the rest.
Yep.
it turns out that head mage actually had a robe filled with flour.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep.
He just blew up.
Yep.
If we're gonna spend 45 minutes doing this, I'd like to spend that time talking to Xyloth.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So are we deciding to go ahead and spend the 45 minutes?
Yeah, I'll be down.
Okay.
Do we
Abel is
maybe
motivated to do it.
Okay.
but if we're gonna spend 45 minutes here, Henri, would you want to maybe get Tiny Hut up just in case anything funky goes on with these walls?
sounds good.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
I fit in the tiny hut?
Someone's gonna have to dispel you. I mean, not dispel you, but take you.
Yeah,
The person that does
once
the polymorph can take it off. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
once we were out of danger, I would have had Z. I would have first asked him if he wanted to be turned back. Then, if yes, Z would have done it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can turn it
sweet.
off.
Hey, I'm back.
And if we're taking an hour, I'd like to do a short rest.
Yep.
Maybe do some light reading with the books.
That's
Yep.
a bad idea.
I want to ask Xyloth what they were doing to that mind flayer.
Yeah. So, they so he explains to you that they were not only torturing the mind flayer, but because of he said because of the fat one's religion, they believed that it was their holy mission to go find mind flayers and essentially like neuter them through their brains. And basically what that means is that the way they like reproduce and the way they do their psionics, they literally cut these things out. It was part of a religious like rite that they want to find and torture them and go through them. So he said that wasn't the only mind flayer. He said they had three others, but they're all dead now.
I see.
I mean, I
I'm
can
not
get behind
real
that.
worried about mind flares, but that's horrible.
And no, I mean, gets it from point A to point B, but there's a lot of mess on the way. Um, I also want to tell him how I know the rope we have and how to get back to the Underdark in case we aren't able to take him or we get separated.
He said that's fine. He said as long as you can tell him how to get back, he said he's happy with that. You don't actually have to like bring him down yourself. He said he can do it.
And I'm just also going to tell him that I'm a member of the uh, the Dwarven Battle Legion.
Yep.
I'm assuming I don't know how much he knows about under like things that go outside of the circle.
He
but
knows Yeah, he definitely. You can tell that he's definitely knowledgeable. He doesn't know all the names or whatever, but this guy is like crazy intelligent.
Well,
So yeah,
yeah, we were promised and sworn to defend uh, the natural order and the peace of, in my instance, the Underdark, and your people would definitely fall under that category. So if I can help you, I will.
yeah. No, he says thank you, and he says he appreciates that, and he says he knows of your people. He just doesn't know them by your name. He says, but he said I really do appreciate that, and he said thank you for freeing me. He said not only did have you freed me and stopped all of my pain, but he said I can go back and protect all of my children now. And yeah, he says he's grateful.
A sovereign can't be away from its circle for too long. It can adversely affect, and I'll tell this to everyone else that
Yep.
if a sovereign's away from its circle for too long, it can adversely affect its the other members. So he needs to get back soon. Which he says he can go by himself. So I'm pretty keen to let him do that if everyone else is agreeable to it.
Just watch out for the
Yeah.
Duchess.
I have a question for Xyloth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Uh,
Go for it.
how did the Nautilus get outside?
He said, "Oh, he said those devil things were manipulating the Illithids to come here, thinking that there were going to be slavers and other things." He said, "But I don't think these fat little ones knew that." And what ended up happening was that whoever is in control of this, he says, "I don't even know, some large greater demon or something, tricked the mind flayers to come through, did something that crashed the ship, and that's how."
And speaking of demons, have you seen a chain devil come by?
He seems really confused at first. Um, and you describe the chain devil to him, and he's not seen it, and he's surprised he hasn't, because he
Okay.
he definitely remembers something like that.
So I'm gonna escort him back to the rope that leads down. Does anyone want to come with, or is everyone gonna stay here?
All right. Well, if you're going, I'm not gonna let you go by yourself, so I'll go with you.
We've cleared most everyone out. The only person I think that would be out there, maybe
Yeah.
that chain devil, but maybe
Well,
the Duchess.
it
Yeah,
said we're going to split the party.
I'll go too because I have nothing to gain from a short rest right
Me
now.
neither. Me
Yeah,
neither.
I, however, will take the short rest.
Okay, all right.
So
I
we just want to walk him back to the rope that leads down, and then once we can get him there, we'll just say our goodbyes. I also want to ask him on the while we're walking where his circle is in the Underdark,
Yeah, no, he'll explain to you.
in case
So
we ever need to go there and get some safe haven.
so he gives you he gives you instructions though on where it is from under Cormier. So there's a cave system next to Cormier. That's his section, and it's actually the fourth level lowest. And I mean, he would. The thing is, you would need to have people that would be able to give you uh the like necessary materials for this. But he's actually so smart he can draw you a map, but you need to have the materials.
I
So
have a cartography kit. A cartographer.
yep,
That's my
that'll work.
proficiency.
That'll
And I
work.
got extra parchment if you need. If I see you fumbling with a cartographer's kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can send you a map to the entrance and all that stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Zella. If we're ever in the area, we'll have to pay you a visit.
Oh, great, Cormier.
And you guys do walk back. It's actually uneventful. There's no more enemies. That like everything is dead essentially going through it. As you guys start walking back and going through it, we'll go ahead and fast forward to the short rest and everything too. Abel
And
finally figures out how these work. Go ahead.
Chris, I just before as we're leaving, I just pop a charge on the gem of true seeing. Just I'm gonna keep a lookout for the queen.
And as
Yep.
once we separate from Zouth, I want to take off my. I have a bracelet that's got some dwarven runes on it. It's kind of like his symbol of being a member of the Legion, and I'm gonna hand it to him and just tell him that if he runs into trouble on his way back, to present this, and it should carry some weight to it.
Yeah. No, he appreciates that. He says thank you. He also says that he is surprised to meet kind people up here. He said he's very surprised after everything he's seen. and so he's grateful for that as well.
We're not all bad.
Dwarven culture raises us to accept and help those who can't help themselves.
And
And we are we're the Torchbearers, so remember that name.
I'm Kino.
I'm Grin.
Ebram Battlehammer.
yep, and he does say, he says, I will. He says, I will absolutely tell of everyone that I can what happened during this time and who freed me. But he said, most importantly, he said, I will also explain that not all surface dwellers are always bad. They don't always take you and steal you and rip you apart and use your spores. So he said, he seems very sincere in that.
Thanks, South. We wish you well.
Is it, sorry, is he speaking telepathically to us? I realize I'm not.
Every single time, yeah. So what he does is he actually has the ability to do a telepathic link. So when he talks to a group, you guys can actually hear all of his voices, and then as you talk telepathically to him, even though you can't hear yourself, if it's a question where like the conversation involves like part of your conversations, he actually relays it back to you.
I
So
also
Okay.
just
yeah,
realized
he's used to this. Yep.
he has no arms, and we're gonna have to bring the rope up and lower him down.
No, he has one arm. He does. He still has one arm.
We
Yeah.
should
He.
still probably help him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll help him. That would be a
Yeah.
terrible way to die.
We can tie
Yeah,
the
so
rope
I was
around him
about
and
to
lower him
mention.
down.
I was about to mention as you go through and gone through it, you would have seen him struggling because even though he does have one arm and he is very strong, it's very awkward to go down a rope with one arm because you have to
Yeah.
like, yeah. So
We can like pull it up and wrap it around him, and between me, Grin, and Kino, lower
Yeah.
him down. I reckon.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I'll say that because you saw my shield, not everyone of my faith that worships a devil acts as Zardoc did.
no, he actually no, he doesn't see your symbol, so it doesn't matter. He wouldn't know, unless you tell him.
You
Uh,
outed yourself this time.
Awkward. No.
well, yeah, I'll let
Yes,
him know.
you have no earthly idea why your symbol is gone. By the way, you have no idea, but
Oh, it's already gone.
yeah, it's already gone. Yep.
Okay.
It's just your consciousness doesn't fit it up. But yeah, the proof is already there. It's already done. Yeah.
Uh,
But
I will say nothing.
Yep.
bye, Zylov.
Yep.
Oh
So
boy.
once you guys come back and once you start walking back, at this point, Abel has figured it out. Abel, you go through, and what it is it's a magical lens device, Abel, that once you actually configure all the pillars, this was Zardok's essentially like war room, and through magic, it actually projects up an entire area of 10 towns, and it shows you currently where the Chartland Dragon is. So it looks like it is wreaked havoc across the majority of 10 towns. It's all the way back to Caer Denig. And it's gone through and it's still been like attacking things. Plus, you can actually see like little outs. This is not like a live representation, but it does track where the Shardland Dragon's been, and it's very clear that in this thing as well. It's all written under Carmen. It shows all the ambush points. Every single city had Drugar in it. Every single one. So it looks like 10 towns is probably going to be mostly decimated by the end of this. But but there is a way in this to actually recall the Shardland Dragon. And that's the thing
Oh.
that's important. So, Abel, you figured this out. You can actually use this to call back the dragon into the castle.
He explains all this to it. He's very
Yep.
excited about the technology of it all, and probably a little undersells the decimation that's occurring because it's not really
Yep.
registering to him. He shows you that I think I can recall the dragon with this, and it would have taken anyone else at least an hour to do this, figure this out.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I mean, should
Yeah.
I call it back or? I mean, it seems like the right thing to do for like people that are getting
Well,
hurt out
especially
there.
considering that you don't know what its progress is. You could have, if you call it back, you very well may save a town or two. You might save more than that. You really just don't know.
I
But
mean,
it
are
is
we
at
ready
Care
to deal with
Denig,
that?
so it is currently at Care Denig. So that either means that it's come full circle, or it hasn't hit everything, or it had to stop there for whatever reason. So
How
that
long
means
would it
it'll
take to get back here?
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. So if we called it back, I could try to rest. Most of you guys are rested. And we give it a go?
I'm good to go. Don't have any spells left, but you know,
Now,
arrows
Abel,
look sick.
do another investigation check. There's another piece to this. Do one more investigation check. When you try to recall the dragon, there's another piece to controlling the dragon that exists, but it's pretty high DC. So let's see if you get
Do
it.
I have my friend's help or no?
Would he know
Yeah, I'll help you.
would he know where in the fortress it recalls it to? Is there like a hangar?
It doesn't say. No, he
Guidance.
doesn't. He doesn't. It doesn't actually say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't. It doesn't say within this device.
So I got a 19.
Okay. Well, 19 is the DC. So, um, the other thing that you can do is that there is a way, Abel, with enough time, but it's going to take you a couple hours. You could probably overload the dragon with commands so that it would basically be inoperable until it was fixed. And at this point, now that the forge is down, this would be effectively killing the dragon. But it's going to take you a couple hours to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 2 to 3 hours, and basically you can actually decide where you want its final resting place to be if you do it
Yep.
this way.
Now,
So you could do it out. You could literally deactivate it as it's like hundreds of feet up in the sky, so it just falls to the ground and explode. Whatever you want. But
in the process of overloading it over these 3 or 4 hours, is it the sort of thing that I have to let it run rampant for 3 hours?
no. You can actually. So that's the thing. It's going to
Or
take
I
you
could
3 hours to
start it
do this.
immediately and stop the
Yeah.
killing.
So
Yeah.
basically, what you would do is, if you started this process, even though it'll take 3 hours, you're not going to recall it. Instead, you're going to give it an action to come back
Mhm.
here, and then you're going to basically make that it's lost. However, you can still track it in the device. So over 3 hours,
Okay.
you get to basically let it not kill things or whatever if you want to
Yeah.
do it that way.
Okay.
Then it does effectively at the end of that time, it basically makes it inoperable.
Mhm.
It
Okay.
doesn't mean that it will be destroyed unless you do it in the air or something where it breaks apart.
I will
Just
begin to
yeah,
explain that to you. I think
yeah.
if I start to bring it here and then just start to run all sorts of crazy things, it's not really that good a guidance system. So I could probably make it like I could probably crash it into the ground eventually once it like gets overloaded.
Do it at the Elephant Stronghold.
Also, where do we want to dump tons and tons of Chardolin?
Good point.
Because if
A lake.
Mm.
mm,
I'd say bring it back here and then, or just like have it land back here, like in its birthing spot, and then have it explode.
Well,
yeah,
so this is what he would have to do. He would have to recall it. So Abel explains that he would have to recall it over the fortress and put
Mhm.
it in a pattern where it's just like spinning or whatever. And then what will happen is at the end of what he's doing, it will basically just become inoperable. And as long as it's high enough, it will just fall into the fortress and shatter essentially. It can't actually explode, but it can stop it in midair. And if as long as it's high enough, it'll just shatter Charlotte everywhere and destroy it.
It basically just crash landed into the hangar.
why don't
Okay.
we have it right in front of the fortress? Because I don't really want to crash into the building we're in.
It's a tough building, but I mean,
We don't
if
know if
that's how
if
you want to do it.
it's this actual building where it's actually birthed from. If it's from another spot that opens up somewhere, it won't be
Wouldn't we
anywhere near the
rather
fortress.
like the Chardolin's kind of dangerous though? We want it to be like in the most inaccessible place possible, so, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
Yep. And all right, guys, we are technically over. This one session lasts the whole
Okay.
combat, unfortunately. But yeah, I didn't realize it's actually 11:24. We can hold it here though. Like I said, there's a lot more to do here anyway if we want to. So, but yeah,
I was
cool.
gonna say while we have, while if Abel wants to overload the dragon, wherever he chooses to do it, do we want to do a long rest now? If it takes hours to do it.
Maybe
Yeah,
beneficial.
it does take Abel. It's going to take Abel 3 hours. Abel will not be able to rest during that time. However, if you guys want to like crash the dragon and then do a long rest, that's obviously on the table. If you actually wanted to start your long rest and just leave Abel up to do what he's doing, that's also an option.
I'll take a long rest.
Abel, what would you prefer?
You know, I'm used to being up late working. I want to get this done, and you know, I'm pretty good.
Let
If
him sleep in 3 hours so he gets a full rest on top of it.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
So,
once I'm done, I'm gonna need a rest though.
cool.
and we're not doing the books, right?
No, we could do the books.
Are we doing
Yeah,
the
you
books?
could totally do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then Chris, can you just tell me what spells are in the spell book, because it will influence what
Yep.
spell I
Yeah.
pick up.
Yes. Yeah, I will get it right now. All right.
I don't
All
want to
right.
drop it on the likely location of a Nautilus. Um,
Yep.
and I think the front door is a bad idea, but
Let's
anywhere
drop
that's
it
a
on
high enough drop.
Luskin.
Or top of the mountain where the door, like on top of the mountain where the actual fortress is.
Yeah,
Let's
like that.
drop it on Jarlaxle's ship. What's the worst that could happen? Let's just fly it for 3 hours south.
No, I want to keep the Chardolin out of play. It really seems like problematic stuff. Put the crown down.
It would really. I mean, if you actually did want to drop it on in that general vicinity, it would only take 5 hours to get there. So, yeah.
So you're saying we could crash it into Jaraxel's ship?
It'd be hard to crash it exactly in a Draxel ship, but in that general vicinity, you absolutely could
I
do
need
that.
to know where his ship is, which is
That's
the
the
harder
problem.
question.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Or we could drop this in one of the more remote lakes too.
Yeah, why don't we
I-
just fly it north until north ends?
I'm
Or just
worried
on
about.
the mountain above
And,
the stronghold.
Yeah, I kind of like that a bit more.
Yeah.
all right. I'm almost have it. So hold
Okay.
on.
Take your time.
Just
Now
fly it into the
now I am
Arcane
a third
Brotherhood
level.
Tower.
All
Okay,
right. So,
third level rogue.
So
uh,
I like the mountain above the stronghold because I'm hoping we'll hold this area for a while as we find the Nautilus and maybe make this our base of operations. So
so
then we
with
can protect the Chardolin.
So within their books, every single one of the spells that they have, total, like this is throughout all their books. Not all the books have these, but Firebolt, Light, Mage Hand, Prestidigitation is just the cantrip. So but they have Detect Magic, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Misty Step, Suggestion, Counterspell.
I'm actually extremely happy with that list.
Yeah.
Magic Missile and Misty Step are two actually that I was really going for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I guess we can like maybe sell the other ones. But Magic Missile and Misty Step are actually really, really good.
Can you sell them out of the book?
I would imagine it's similar to selling scrolls. I don't know how it works if you copy a spell from a different book. I don't know if it works with the same mechanic of it, like it destroys it from within the book.
Actually, you cannot. It looks like in the rules as written, it doesn't look like you can actually copy them out of a book. It has to be on a scroll. The scroll has some kind of special property that lets you copy it. It looks like.
Are you sure?
That's what it's saying on the forums. If you find something, let me know and I'll look at it.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Good session, guys. We did not all die.
It was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was
We almost
decently.
had
I
a
mean,
death. Yeah.
and to be honest, I mean that wasn't that. Yeah, it was a decent encounter. I mean, like there was a lot going on as far as like things could have gone bad, especially with the fact that you guys hadn't rested. I mean, I obviously didn't this wasn't built to necessarily like completely kill you guys, but at the same time, it could have got a lot worse. This
I
could have gone
think
a
this would
lot
be
worse.
You
the
guys handled your
toughest
business while
combat.
me and Amanda played patty cake in the back.
Yeah, so I go into the book, and then about 10 minutes later, I come back out, and then I go back into the book. Do I see Brother with a scrapbook?
Is brother? It depends on if brother's still out or if he went inside his book.
Now, I should remind you that the Duchess is running around here somewhere.
Oh,
I
Well,
mean,
that's the
my,
thing.
my,
The Duchess.
Yeah.
So
my
that's the
deal,
thing.
my deal
They,
with her is over. So whatever happens, happens. But
they didn't. So thing. They didn't see her at all. It's very. And by the way, on who was using True Sight? It's Henri, right?
I was
So
also using the
oh,
gem
the
of
gem.
True Sight.
Yeah. So which means if they didn't see her with the gem, then she's either like on the other level or she's left the Citadel. There's a lot of things.
yeah.
So
We'll scry
you
on
just
her.
have to deal with the fact that you have, trigger ability now that thinks you tried to kill her, I guess.
But that loose end is roaming around potentially
Yep.
nearby.
Well, she didn't think we Oh, well, yeah.
No, technically she did because remember Zardock like freaking Eldritch blasted her while she was grappled, so she definitely did.
The I guess this is the first time that Ebram would notice that you guys all have books too. He thought he had a super special cool
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that once Ebram was uh, getting ready, you would have also seen everyone would have seen that Ebram actually has a book because his is also like letting him know that it's ready.
Chris, if you want to like pop into a different channel just so that if anybody else wants to talk, but in a different forum, I found somebody explaining that in the description for the wizard class, it says you can copy a spell. It doesn't specifically say it has to be a scroll. It's just
Oh,
saying
okay.
when you find a wizard spell of first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book. It doesn't say it has to be a spell scroll, just if you find a spell.
Oh, no. I think you can. That's the weird thing. You definitely can add it to your spell book. I just don't think you can copy it out and sell it as a spell. It's like a weird.
No. So what I was saying was like I didn't know if it took the spells out of the book, like the spells that I don't copy. I'm saying we could sell the books with the spells in them.
Oh,
I'm not
gotcha,
saying
gotcha,
like we
gotcha,
can
gotcha,
pull it
gotcha.
out. Like I'm saying
Gotcha,
whatever I
gotcha.
don't copy, we can sell as extra.
Yeah, I do need to look that up. It's really interesting, right? Because if you copy a spell, it gets consumed or destroyed, but that's because it's a scroll. So a spell book isn't that way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I'll look it up. Let's see. I think you're right though. I think you can just sell the spell book. I think that's
Yeah,
probably
that's what
right.
I was saying is
Sorry,
we
yep,
could
I
just
misunderstood.
sell the extra spells.
Yep. No, I misunderstood. Yep.
If you get the chance, can you actually just like either text me in the phone or Discord message me just the list, just so I have
Sure.
like an actual like
Yeah, sure.
list?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that the amount of time it takes to copy the spells is outside of the amount of time in the book that I spend
Yep.
leveling up.
That is.
Okay.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I won't add them to my list just yet.
Yep.
And Chris.
Yep.
So we are taking a long rest and doing our level up, right?
Yes, which also means that once you do your level, this counts as a long rest, which means that for you specifically, Abel, even though you didn't go to sleep,
Nope, this is grid.
No, I know, but Abel, this is really important. Once you're done leveling, it just reminded me, Gren. You're going to get your consciousness is going to catch up with what's happened in the Tomb of Horrors. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
I was
Gren.
just,
Yep.
that's fine. I was just gonna ask: am I gonna be is my subclass changing?
Let's talk about that because
Okay.
I definitely wanted the subclass change to be a narrative thing as well, but I know it's probably kind of important to you to do it.
If it's gotta wait, it's gotta wait. It's no problem.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Let me actually think. Let me think about it tonight, and I'll let you know.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
Are you angry about different things now?
Kinda.
Oh, I can't wait for Kino to take a long rest and realize everything that's been going on in the Tomb of Horrors.
Oh,
Yeah.
if she makes it out, if she doesn't just drop dead in the next
She's gonna
6
wake up
hours.
It's gonna be
screaming.
interesting to see what happens if you die in the Tomb of Horrors. Like, what happens to you here?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, something will definitely happen. But yep.
So
I'm a third level assassin now.
So,
Should
brother,
I
you got
do
that?
my leveling now, or
But that's the thing, Kino. Where yours gets complicated is that because you are still currently within the Tomb of Horrors, you actually don't catch up. So keep that in mind. You, even though it's already happened, your consciousness will not catch up yet. So
Oh
even through
boy.
your leveling, yeah, exactly.
I can't
Oh
wait till
no.
next week. Next
Chris?
week, you get to RP Abel telling
Yep.
you what you did.
Yep.
Oh, I'm terrified. I said what to
Go ahead,
Theo?
Lee.
should I level up now, or should I wait until next
No,
week?
you can level up now if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I tried to take her what?
I didn't try and take anything from her. I merely.
Does Abel really know that much? He wasn't there that long.
No, he probably actually wouldn't know that. I think that was after him.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's gonna be great going to sleep after finding out that I was in the tomb.
What's
So
Abel
we're
gonna?
eighth now, right?
Yep.
Abel's gonna be like, I left my fucking defender.
I make new ones. It's fine.
That turtle fuck is probably taking it apart right now.
Yep.
He was more annoyed at you doing it in front of him than really that worried about the defender. It's like,
Yep.
you
Know
don't
how
walk
people-
in and mess with my tools,
He
man.
doesn't know how people work.
Well, just wait because like wait until the timeline starts to like solidify too because all this is happening years before, literally years before. So you'll see. It becomes pretty significant.
So Group B chronologically takes place before Group A.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, so we're level 20 in like this timeline right now. You guys should go find Group B.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
you'll
first
see.
level-
You'll see.
go find his 20th
You'll see
level
how it all
assassin.
like it's very interesting how like they actually start diverging. You'll see.
bold of you to assume
Now
that
keep
you
in
also
mind when they were
survived.
in the tomb, it was actually several. So the way that the tomb worked when they got out of it, this is actually relevant. You guys will find this out very quickly as well. But when they got back out, even though their timeline was still a little fucked up, they synced back to close to where they were, but it was still several months from when they went in. So they actually did flash forward just a bit. So keep that in mind too. But
It'd be great if like the group just bumped into like a little
Chris.
old man Erastus.
Yep.
So it looks like it wouldn't destroy it from the spell books because of the fact that if I was to make a copy of my own spell book, it doesn't destroy the original spellbook spells.
right.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
uh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so that's pretty cool. When
Yep.
we can keep these in case anything happens to my main spell book, and I'll also have these backup spells.
Yep. Yep.
So, brother, you got that scrapbook?
I'm still in my book. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I still want to see
Sounds
that
good.
shit. We still need downtime.
So I level up as well, right? Or is there some weird thing with me?
You do go ahead and level up, but you are not leveling up the same.
Yeah, I know that much, but
Yep.
yeah, all right.
You are going to level though. Your leveling has to do with So I'll talk to you about it privately because that's also why I started your thing again. By the way, are you still here, Gage? No. Ceos is
See?
tied to this too. Yeah, so Ceos is also tied to this. So that's why we started that's why we started the so your leveling thing is completely different and I'll talk to you about it. I'll
Oh, okay, I see.
Yep.
Good. We're alive.
So, Ibram, where'd you get that book?
This book?
Yeah, the fancy one. Welcome to the club.
I was wondering why you guys had it. I found mine.
You found yours. Might I
I
ask
stole
where?
mine.
She stole hers. I also found mine.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
technically, yours too.
Well, it's not stealing if it's not owned by anyone.
Then
killed.
I didn't steal mine either.
I was part of a group. Shoot, it had to be like 2, 3 years ago. We were hunting in the Underdark, killed a bullet, and it threw it up.
Huh.
I mean, if you really want to know if it belongs to you and stuff, you could identify it.
Well, yeah, you stole it from the Bulette.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming someone owned this before, and the bullet probably ate them, and well, it was in its tummy, and I was the junior, I was the most junior member of the hunting party, so I got my pick of the litter last, and really the only thing left was this little shitty book, but
Does it
it's worked wonders for me since.
does it look the same?
Once you clean the bullet off it.
No,
and
it actually does not look the same. His book does not look the same, but functions very, very, very much the same as yours.
So it's different from
It
because
does
I've
not look like a gold ornate book with like his is actually more unassuming, and it does look very different. The only thing that even makes it seem like it has anything to do with the fact that it's like special at all is the fact that his book has a plain leather cover, and it does have a lock on the book itself, but it does have a metal insignia that's not like it's. I can show it to you later, but it's essentially just like a very bland like piece of metal that's like on the top of the book itself. But other than that, your books look like incredibly ornate, fancy, like things that would be worth money. His does not.
But this is my like second most important book.
hey, I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, right?
But
No,
Literally.
not judge a book by the contents. The other one I'm
Ooh.
ready.
Oh, come on, that was a good one.
No, you're a bad person.
Oh,
I'm something
ouch.
something of a novelist.
So
But
what's
anyway, this and obviously ended up being Abram's like most prized possession because this is what also got him to get ahead of like all of his peers and everything else. Like, but fortunately for Ibram, his book looks very unassuming.
you said that was your second most important book?
Yeah. Huh?
What the hell is the first one?
Oh, and he digs in his pocket and pulls out a little, again, shitty looking leather bound book, and it's got a like cursive font scrawled on the cover, and it just says, um, the the Underdark Tales: A Ranger's Guide.
Huh. I had this moment. I was like, "Oh God, if this is Vin's book."
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. He's writing this book in. He explains that he travels
Huh.
all over the world, uh, taking these little missions to explore different cultures and see different things, and he uses them as inspiration to write this work of fiction that he's been working on.
The trials and tribulations of Ibram.
There and back again, A Ranger's Tale,
What's your last name, Ibram?
Battlehammer.
Battlehammer.
Yep.
Huh.
don't worry, I got the reference.
Good. Thanks, Amanda. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm adopted, so weird name, weird person, weird backstory.
Hey, I was adopted too.
I was also adopted.
Wow, I'm hanging
Yep.
with the right people. Also, any
I was
points to
sold
Ari?
into slavery.
Oh, that
Yee.
sucks. But we'll just gloss past
Oy.
that.
You were a slave too. So
I've
was I.
actually never talked
Oh
to
boy.
Well,
another
I was like a
human.
contractual indentured servitude that my parents sold me into.
I was just attacked by a bunch of Githyanki and forced to work harvesting. What was it called? Torch stock.
Jeez,
Dangerous
Abel.
business.
That's some really depressing.
Abel, it sounds like you were a warlock when you say it that way.
It's worse. It's corporate contracts.
The worst kind of warlock, a corporate warlock.
I was just raised by dwarves, and they love me.
Your acromancy.
Oh,
Actually, never gotten to talk to another human before today. Mostly, I just hang out in the dark, underground.
I was born in darkness.
You merely adopted the dark.
That's fine. I kind of adopted hell, so it's all right.
Does that mean something, or are you being literal?
I mean, I took my oath as a paladin after I was adopted, so
A paladin of what?
I go in my book.
Oh, you did here. She's a paladin of Tiamat, the evil dragon lord.
There we go.
It
Put
should be
another
about
dollar
the
in the jar.
45 evil dragons she was out in the world.
Put another
Wow.
dollar in the jar.
I mean,
Dragon
it
killed my mom.
feels it feels
so
like
still
if
a
he had
grand-
followed Tiamat's path instead of Lord of Bahamut's, we would have probably been in a better place in terms of the towns. But
Yeah.
that's that, and this is this.
I'm not
We
too
went on a
sure about
wild
that
goose
dragon.
chase across 10 towns, all thanks to Bahamut and his righteous truths.
What's a
We-
Bahamut?
That's his god.
They're
Wait, you
both
guys meet
dragons.
gods? Like, you just like talk to gods? Like this? Like they're your pen pals? Like
Kinda.
So what's all this about books, anyways?
Uh, do you have a book, Elda?
What do you mean? Do I have a like? I picked one up in that shack, but it's just like on survival stuff in the north. Is that
Uh,
what you mean?
I hold up my book and I say, I use this to help train. Do you have something similar to this that glows when you've done a lot of tasks?
What?
Do I believe her?
I mean, you could definitely do an insight check on her, but
weird little group. Are you guys friends?
Yes.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like that a lot of the time, but we do care for each other. We have each other's backs.
And I assume the human's the leader.
Yeah,
Kind of told they run stuff in the world.
yeah. We kind of do whatever she says. She's like the mascot.
Wait, mascot? That must mean something different where you come from. Than where I come
What
from.
do you think it means?
Like you put her on a flag?
I mean, we don't have a flag, but like an honorary flag would be pretty cool, holding like a glass of chocolate milk.
I'm pretty sure Muscles Magoo over here could wave her like one.
Rampant.
Grin,
Henri.
Grin, wave me like a flag. Do it. It sounds like fun.
Oh god, just thrash
I
her like an
do
Throws
it.
alligator.
her into the wall of fire.
exactly. Yeah.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
I'm picturing
no
we have a
butterball.
Hulk.
You guys go and do unusual places, to unusual places, and see unusual things, and kill unusual people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That about sums it up.
Yeah, if you ever come across a dragon, maybe consult me.
There's
Most
only
likely
one
me.
dragon. There's only one dragon I'm looking to kill, and it's got a spear jammed hilt deep into its nose. If I ever see that dragon,
What color was it?
it was red,
Huh.
and
Surprise, surprise.
it was 19 years ago, so
Yeah.
I was just a baby.
And you put a spear in the dragon.
No, my mom did.
Hmm.
And then it ate her.
That's what dragons do when you put spears in them.
Well, it killed my father before my mom did that, so that's what I
Well,
was told at least.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Uh,
I mean,
Chris, I just want to let you know, I just rolled my portents.
Yep.
I'm lowering the 8 to a 7.
Okay.
I just like to make sure that I tell you when I do it because.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah.
Make sure you mark it in the portent section.
Just did.
Yep.
um,
Did you see everything?
I did, you fucker.
you guys can come back to my house if you want to, like, chill out.
You have a house?
Yeah, I got a house. I got a big house, fancy house.
I'll be honest, maybe never let us into your personal lives. Terrible things happen when we meet relatives and enter personal property and come into contact with personal lives and
I know it'll be fine.
Now I'm sad.
I live in like one of like the most secure places you can ever find in the world.
yeah.
It's
What's
just,
that?
Just Mithril Hall.
Where's that? I'm not familiar.
Wait, in
So
like
you find a very big. You go to this very big mountain, and you go like a mile into it, and then like a mile down, and that's where I live.
What mountain range?
Spine of the World.
Oh, okay. I'm vaguely familiar with the mountain
We're
range.
not that far away from it. Most of the time after I do finish a mission, which he looks over at Zardoc, I guess I have. I just go
Yeah.
home and chill out for a couple months.
Maybe hold on to
One
that
day we're
head.
gonna have a mansion.
I have a
A
mansion.
magnificent
Well,
mansion.
my
Yeah.
family has a mansion.
Well, don't we have a house?
Yeah,
No.
we can't go back to it. We
Technically.
technically do have a house.
You guys had a pretty nice house, actually, but yeah.
Had being the
Technically,
keyword.
it's as big as a mansion. I mean, it's actually technically as big as a mansion because you had several rooms and yeah.
Embrum is technically a dwarven noble.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure
you're a
our
noble
house is
too.
still there.
Yeah, it's
Well, we'd
still
like
there.
to think.
It's just bugged and trapped and filled with assassins.
What are
And
you
when
guys
we
gonna
go
do
and
now?
overthrow their royalty, we can have it back.
Once we kill this dragon, what are you guys gonna do?
Uh, pick up
We'll
the
go.
pieces of 10 towns.
Look for Nautilus around this mountain.
Take a week to decompress.
I mean, I was just brought back to life by all these people. These are people who brought me into this world, so I'm kind of just chilling.
I
you're
have
like their baby.
fireball.
So you're also nobility, Ibram.
It's complicated. I guess
No,
technically, but I kind of just have to earn my keep, so I just kill things in the dark.
that's fair. I am also. Cormier. Flash the
Oh,
signet ring.
that means
Adopted.
I don't know what that means. I'm
It
sorry.
counts.
I've never heard of a Cormier.
Wait till the wheels get red.
Yep. Also, I just
I
Amanda,
have 3 brothers, and they're like really cool. So
can you just clip the sound clip of John just going adopted?
Yeah, actually I can. It's gonna be a bitch of a time, but I will do that for you.
All right, Tom, just put it on the soundboard.
yeah, it's hard being human and keeping up to dwarven standards because they live a long time. So like all my brothers are like 80 years older than me.
I mean,
Mm.
imagine being an elf living up to dragon standards.
Like
And failing.
physically,
All right, well, I think I'm doing pretty good.
because you're little.
I'm doing better than you did, brother.
Are you two dating?
They're married.
I just slowly turn my whole body towards you when you say that. What?
It's 11:50. I would head out for the night. I'll catch you.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing I'm picking up.
I'm just a friend of his mom's.
You
Yeah.
really oversold that point. I've explained it before.
I mean,
I mean,
creator.
for someone who is such a expert in dragons, you really just don't get it.
It's just fun. It's just fun to say it.
You have a well, I guess everyone has a mom technically.
I don't technically. My entire race was killed in a genocide and turned into these magically constructed forms and sold into slavery for the profit of humans to fight wars for other people.
Well, I
Yep.
think
And
that makes it for the saddest story I've heard today.
one of my parents was just erased from history. I couldn't tell you if it was my mom or
You're
my
like
dad.
you're the last of your kind, and someone did that to your entire people.
Well, technically not last of his kind. The last of his kind's in his chest.
Wait, what?
You...
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, are we talking about things we're not supposed to talk about, like how I'm a paladin, or about how you have a tiny prismatic dragon that you hide in your chest,
I mean, you were waving
brother?
around your shield all over the place. Everybody saw your emblem out there, even him.
What emblem?
You have a dragon in your
Brother,
chest.
this is one of the first times that you notice that his shield is like it's nondescript now. There's nothing on it.
It's just Cormier.
It's not a red dragon in your chest.
Yeah.
It's purple.
Oh, well, I'm fine with it.
It's of Cormier. It's the Cormier emblem, the banner.
Abram, I
Well,
think
good.
you would have known this too. I don't know if Kino specifically said it, but the dragon heart that you killed was also that of a red dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are kind of. Wow,
This
What?
I should write you. I wanna
Write
you
us
in
what?
the book.
Maybe don't. Save you the trouble. Don't mention us in the
I can
book.
use fake
Oh,
names.
just
I
mention
can use
her.
fake names.
It's
It's a
everybody.
work of fiction. It's a work of fiction. You can be Squeeno.
Just switch the O and the I.
Groino
Oh, I
works
know.
a lot.
You can be Coino
Yeah.
with a C.
Keyno.
Depending on who you talk to, that's my name now.
Coineau.
Ooh,
Koino.
Koino Reeves.
Mira.
Oh no, the streams are crossing.
Yeah, brother. If you, I mean, this will be a hell of a session to drop into. But if I'm pretty certain that the group would absolutely take cleric. So it's up to
Please,
you. But yeah, if you wanted to come in this Monday, that would be fine.
Yeah, sure.
We have a
please, for the
grandmother
love of
who's
God,
not
brother,
longer.
show up. You can tell him everything. Just show up and save us.
I mean, I could come back as the original Forge cleric as I planned.
All right, just drop him right in front of the stone juggernaut.
The,
You'll see a lot of stuff. I will say this for the people that are in Group B, a lot of stuff happened behind the scenes for that next session, and there's a canon reason why that happened, and it has a lot to do with Pyravin. So as a heads up, it's going to be a very confusing session. But
Okay.
we'll figure it out. We'll talk about that more tomorrow.
Sure, we get.
Yep.
Oh boy, just another. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat tomorrow for
Man,
for the
everyone's
Monday
saying
session.
a lot of things about you guys. You guys
We're
just all dumped it on him.
we're
Yeah.
good people. We swear, we're good people.
Or not. We're very damaged people that are just under a
We're damaged,
similar banner.
good people.
Well, you helped me kill
We're
everyone, and you helped me not kill Xyloth, so that was pretty
it's okay.
telling.
He wants to be a cult leader sooner or later, so he'll
Who
be
does?
to it.
Me?
Yep.
I have
Really
no idea what
are
you're talking
married.
about. I am not.
We are. It's legal. It's true.
Where's my ring, brother? Where is
That
it?
sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
so wrong.
You'll
I
find
think it's
it in
only
about
because
50
that's
days.
where your mind went first.
So does everyone pick one person, or you guys just paired up with each other?
You could
No.
get the platinum rings, maybe Bahamut ones, and then you could cast
No.
shared.
Well, I technically can't
What
do
is
that.
it?
Don't put it in
Cast
his
ceremony
mind.
on your sleep.
Do not.
I'm
Yeah.
17. I just want to remember. I
Oh,
want
I
to
didn't
remember
mean
that.
ceremony, but yeah, you could do that. But there's also what's the one where you take each other's hits?
Everyone's only 19.
Well, also she's a little young for marriage, and also,
Well,
doesn't want to get
it's funny
married.
'cause
So
now,
Sadly in
everyone's looking at
canon
Elda
favor,
and Brennan, just
they're actually
imagining how that
old
works.
for marriage, which is creepy but true.
weird.
Yeah, it is. It is the canon. If you look at the actual canon, because if you look at Ed Greenwood's books and then just look at like all Mont Cook stuff or whatever, yeah, people getting married at 13, 13, 12,
You're
because
just
that's what the canon time was for like medieval Europe. So that's what they used. But yeah. Yep.
Think about the ceremony that would happen if we got married, brother. You don't want to do that. Think about who would show up to that.
Oh, I'm counting on that.
You could sell tickets to that probably.
I
It's like one of those events where
The
you pay
Brotherhood
tickets,
would
like,
want to
to,
show
like,
up.
take a baseball bat to a washing machine or something.
Oh boy.
Oh, you guys never had those things in school? Well, I went to school for
No.
where they would like bring out like an old derelict car or some washing machines, and you could like pay $5 to take a couple swings at it with a baseball bat at school.
No.
Did-
Yeah.
I
Did you
did
go to
win.
school
I
in a
did
Street
win
Fighter level?
a typewriter toss one year.
Huh.
It was like
We never had that either.
It's not
college
very,
de-stressing. Of course, I'm old enough where they still used a few
yeah, I was about to say,
typewriters
it's not where
back
you
then.
went to school, it's when you went to school.
Yeah.
Typewriter toss.
I would like to remind John that it is currently 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enough here. I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be
Right.
interesting.
But yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be.
Oh
Interesting
shit.
Interesting is the soft word for what tomorrow's gonna be.
I am
Tomorrow's
fucked.
gonna be eventful.
Yep.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
night.
go too, guys. I'll see you later. Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
This was legit the most boring leveling up I've had.
It's been the
Yeah.
most exciting for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's good, but what the character actually gets is like I took toughness. Like
Well,
I
that's
get
what I
like
mean. Level 8 is a weird level because honestly, for a lot of classes, there's actually a lot of things here for some classes, and this is like it's not just artificer. There's like very little. It's super weird how they balance that because like everybody level 3 is a big deal, and uh, I think level 9 is actually a decent deal on some classes too. So it's a weird